capitalize on it because Lopez smothers him on the inside. Oh, big left hand. Down goes that down base first. Oh, the left hand. Oh, down goes Thurman.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy BVO Boxing, the CEO of Boxing Talk. Of course, we got the Puerto Rican Prince himself, man, the Oscar De La Hoya hater, man, aka the Ryan Garcia hater, man. And of course, we got our special guest moderator, CDK in the building. What's going on, y'all?
What's going on?
Man, my voice gone, y'all, from hollering and screaming last night after taking that loss, man, with the Lions. So y'all gotta forgive me.
Hey, the Browns didn't make it as you seen, so hey, I'm glad. I was hoping y'all win, but y'all didn't. It goes. But go ahead, man. We know we always really happy to have my man CDK in the building, man. Go ahead, CDK.
Man, it's what it is. I'm here to moderate and, you know what I'm saying, let y'all demonstrate. That's what it's all about tonight. So I'm starting off, man. We're gonna get the first hot topic of the night. Do y'all believe Shakur Stevenson has what it takes to be great?
I'll let the Puerto Rican Prince go first.
Absolutely. I mean, he already has a fan base. They already compare him to Floyd Mayweather as one of the best defensive boxers of this era. He's undefeated. He's a three-division champion. He definitely has what it takes to be a great fighter. He just got to build on what he already then established. He has the foundation there. He's a silver medalist in the Olympics, so he has the foundation there. He just got to build on it. He's got to keep fighting these big fights and fighting these guys who's at the top of the weight class. I didn't like the fact that he had called out Navarrete. There's fighters at 135 that he can fight that would make a splash on his resume. So he just got to keep building on what he's already established.
Okay.
I'll go unless you want to go, Price. Go ahead, Price.
Yeah, I think he's definitely on the right track. I mean, it's hard to follow up what Free said because he pretty much said everything. So I think he's got the tools and he got all the stuff you need to do it. But like he has to make the right choices outside of the ring, business wise, and then even inside of the ring. Nobody don't want to see one of them fights like De Los Santos. He knows that he's not stupid, so I think he got all the equipment to be great for sure, for sure. Shakur Stevenson, definitely. Yeah.
as usual, I get this from my man, Mr. Wait and See, aka the Puerto Rican Prince, D Free. It's just I would say absolutely not, and I'm gonna tell you why. Um, the man does not have the right mindset, and when you don't have the right mindset, talent means nothing. And he's shown you in his very short career that he doesn't have it mentally to keep himself focused. We heard about him with the whole thing where he told the guy, "Oh, you a cop? I'm gonna do this. You a cop?" Blah blah blah, and went in there and ran from him. We've seen it with De La Santo. He's gonna knock him out. The guy called him Shakur Twitterson. I'm gonna make you say my name correctly, and he came on later egg. So I think he's just one of those guys. And he's a lot like a guy like a Lamont Peterson. He's pretty good,
What?
but he's not great. And I think when he gets in there with a guy like, Devin the American Dream Haney, I think Devin will beat him to death. I think, honestly, we all know what Tank Davis, excuse me, apologize for that. Abdul Wahid would do to him. Abdul Wahid would punish him. And we know that, the great Teofimo Lopez, some call, the new version of Floyd Mayweather, would give him a boxing lesson. So if
He's
you know,
Floyd. This one week he's Sugar Ray Leonard. The next he's Floyd. I
Hey,
don't know.
once again,
hold on, y'all ain't gonna let
BVO.
me hold on. Did I interrupt any of y'all? This is
Hey,
first
I thought
take
you
You
was
style.
stopped
finished. You
talking. You
stopped
stopped
talking. I thought you
talking.
was
First
finished.
take style. This is first take
Say,
style. So
one
let me
second,
My
let me.
bad. My bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
hey, this is first
I
take
thought you was
style.
done.
But first, let me give a big shout out to the Breakfast Box. If you're in the Akron Kent area, make sure you stop by the Breakfast Box. They're known for the breakfast dog, the shrimp and grits. They just won an award at the Taste of Akron. So check them out. And I want to say this: make sure you stop
Shout
by the
out to
smoke
them.
shop right there on Highland Square. If you're in the Akron Cleveland area, stop by the smoke shop. Salute to my brother Nick, man, doing some big things over there. They also have Delta 8. So for all your flower and cannabis needs, you can go to the smoke shop and try their Delta 8 strain. They have believe it's Runts, Moon Rock, all the popular rapper kind. They have them right there at the smoke shop. So I want to get those out the way. But when it comes to Shakur, it's just like, and I hear my brother Juan, he's a Puerto Rican. I think the thing with him, I like him. He's a great Puerto Rican fighter, but I just think his mind is crazy. And I'm done. My bad. Go ahead.
All right.
Uh,
Once again, BBO do not know what the heck he's talking about. I could have sworn the question was, can he be a star? I didn't hear the question. I didn't hear CDK say the question was, can he be an undefeated star? There's a lot of stars who has losses. Adrian Bono was a star. He has losses. Manny Pacquiao was a star. He has losses. Keith Thurman was a star. He has losses. There's a lot of guys that got lost that was a star. So you saying because these guys can beat him,
Mm-hmm.
that takes away from him being able to be a star. I didn't know that you had to be undefeated in order to be a star. Now that looks good. It looks very good. You being undefeated, but
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't make you a star because you undefeated. Because you can be like Jaime Maguire and fight a whole bunch of guys that don't nobody know nothing about.
Bums.
Doesn't make you a star.
Bums. I'll say it
Does,
for you, three.
doesn't make you a
Bums.
star.
I mean,
Jaime,
go ahead.
no, I'm just saying you can fight a bunch of nobodies and be undefeated. You can go 99-0, fight a bunch of 99 people that nobody know, and be undefeated. That won't make you a star. They'll be like, hey, this man is 99-0. Who he for? I don't know. That ain't gonna make you no star. Nobody see you.
Yeah, well, Jaime Munguia, he fight a bunch of nobodies, taxi drivers, people that's walking down the boardwalk down here in Atlantic City. That's who he fights. And another thing, I know BVO because you ain't responding to me. I know you saw my text today. You saw that knockout. You saw that knockdown, right? That shit looked like wrestling. He didn't even.
Whoa, you cussing, bro? You cussing?
He
Whoa.
didn't even hit him. He didn't even hit McGee. McGee didn't even hit John Ryder. John Ryder went down. I know y'all saw that. Don't act like y'all ain't see that. So we gonna sit up here and act like we ain't see that.
Well, I'll say this. I'll say this.
And I'm directing that to you, BVO.
Oh yeah. No cussing today, please, man. We trying to do it first take style. Um, but I'll say this. You can say that, but that's just what haters do. When you're
Oh
great like
my
Jaime
lord.
Mugia, You're gonna, and it brings me back to this. I hate to be, some people don't believe in religion. They did the same thing to Jesus, man. I mean, they did the same thing to Floyd Mayweather. They did the same thing to Muhammad Ali. I mean, they always want to find something. They want to find some chink in your armor. So, am I surprised, truthfully, that my brother Prize Fighter would find something wrong with Jaime Mugia, who's done nothing but win?
Your favorite
Then
channel is the one that saw it. I saw it on your guys' channel. Your
hold,
man.
Hey,
hold on, let
I
me
know
finish.
it's gonna be hard when BVO is saying something that we might think I don't think it's crazy, but let him go so he can get here out the way, no, so nobody interrupting nobody. Cause I just want y'all to cook him after he get done.
Oh yeah, CDK, I appreciate you coming to host, man, because that's what these brothers do. They try to jump on me. I'm a black man, so the first thing they want to do is attack me. But let me say this and finish what I'm saying. I just think that Jaime Mugia, has he fought anybody? Yes, he has. He beat John Ryder, who beat the Miracle Man, Denny Jacobs, who, you know, put on one of the best performances we've seen against a guy named Sergey Derevchenko. Took his oath from him. Arguably, I thought he beat Triple G. Unfortunately, he didn't get the decision. But you know what? To say Jaime Mugia hasn't fought anybody, that's very unfair because he can only fight who's in front of him. He's not a guy like a Abdul Wahid who blatantly, and I gotta say this, he's the worst king of boxing in history. He has all the options but fights nobody. I'm gonna give it to you.
Uh, pe-
Okay.
Peace, BVO. Salute to everybody on the panel.
What's going on, Marky? Hey,
Okay, what up?
BBO. Last
Yes,
time
sir.
I checked, John Ryder was a C class level fighter.
Yeah.
The other guy
Um.
you named, was a C class level fighter.
So,
And you said he didn't have the opportunities like Tank Davis to fight people. Last time I checked, he was Jamal Charlo's mandatory twice, and he turned the fight down twice.
Like 3 years.
yep. No,
He turned
I
it
was
down
gonna say
twice.
that
Hold
he
on, hold
was
on. Let me interrupt you.
Andre's
Let me
So
interrupt you.
I
He
don't
was
know. I
Andre's
don't know what
mandatory
boxing
too
you've been
for
watching,
three
BBO.
years.
I don't know what boxing you've been watching, but you ain't been following it closely
BBO
because
Well,
that
been
man
watching
turned
him
down
He
fight.
twice.
clearly
let
no.
me
I was
let
gonna say
our host. We
I,
gotta get the floor
I
back
was
to our
gonna
host.
make that point. He clearly ducked Andre for 3 years. Y'all were on the same network, and he was the number one in the WBO. Like it was no reason that fight couldn't happen. Then he was at the negotiation table with Jamal Charlo, and I guess he claimed Oscar pulled the deal, but I don't know. I can't trust that motherfucker worth
Hey,
of
hey,
shit.
hey, 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 man. Hey,
Ah, golly,
hey, I
sorry,
throw
BBO.
y'all there. You
Man,
can't be trusted.
man,
You can't be
golly,
trusted, bro. I gotta throw y'all there.
bro. That's it. That's it for me. That's it. I got you.
Hey, but I don't want to
Go
get
ahead,
stuck on
CDK.
this. I know it's
Peace.
easy to jump on the Jaime McGill situation, but I want to
Yeah.
get some of these out the way, man. And this one next, something I really want to hear from all of y'all. How do y'all feel? Do y'all think David Haney and Bill Haney gonna get blackballed because of the things they doing?
It's
I would say,
impossible.
absolutely. Because in any business, when you are downing the product and you're a blatant liar, we know how it works. And one thing about Bill Haney, he's a great father, family man, but he's a habitual liar. He lies like he walks. So he lies and makes up all these erroneous lies about uh Abdul Wahid, Sugar Shakur. We all heard about the vicious rumor with that Ali Moses, supposedly he said Ali Moses made up, which we never heard Ali Moses ever say something like that. And it's just at some point I think the chicken will come to roots, and I think Bill Haney being a deviant is going to catch up to him because he's awful, man. He's a great promoter, but he's a liar and he's a deviant, man. He just likes to see
Uh,
people
Well,
hurt.
doesn't all promoters lie, BBO? Don't
If
they all
if
lie?
I could go next,
One at a time. Go ahead.
yeah,
Go
I was
ahead.
just gonna say, to the question, will Bill Haney and Devin Haney get blackballed? Personally, I don't think so. I don't see any reason. I mean, for Tiafimo Lopez, that's represents their biggest fight at 140, in my opinion. Subriel Matias is also looking for a fight. And no matter what, I think they have a good relationship with DAZN and Eddie Hearn, so they're always going to be able to get fights. But to what BVO was saying about Bill Haney, I mean that's what every promoter and manager does. You lie and you embellish and you do all of that stuff. All that matters is that you stay loyal to your guy. That's what Bob Arum does. That's what Don King did. That's what all these promoters do. That's what Eddie Hearn does. So what's wrong with Bill Haney doing it? He's
real quick,
representing his son's best interest.
Yeah, BVO
real,
just be making
real,
up stuff.
real quick,
That
BBL.
mug
Hold up,
said
real quick, BBL.
he went already.
What lie did Bill Haney
Yeah,
say
even if
about
I'm
Shakur
not saying
Stevenson
Bill Haney
father?
does lie, but
No, I need him to tell me what was the lie that he said that Bill Haney made up about Shakur Stevenson grandfather. I need to know what lie he's talking about.
Oh, there's a lie that he said that Ali Moses somehow said that Devin Haney unfortunately got slapped or something
But
crazy.
That's
what does
not
that got to do
that's that.
about boxing though?
Hold up. Hold up. I'm about to shut that down. That was not a lie because I watched the interview and Moses did say that. That was something that he said, and that was something that happened to Devin Haney when Devin Haney was like 13 years old.
Like who
That was not a
cares?
lie. That's an
but
actual fact. That's not a
And
lie.
DV and
That's what he
BVO
said. I
real
watched the
quick.
interview.
Let me answer the BVO
but
question.
even if that
Hey,
was
Hold
hold
on,
on,
true,
Marky.
hold on.
Let me
Hey,
answer the
CDK,
question.
get into this conversation, CDK. You the man, get into this conversation, brother.
Well,
You
we
the
supposed to
moderator.
be going in order, but
Stop.
obviously we not.
Listen,
So,
hold on,
but
hold on.
again, you said Bill Haney. Now say that
I
again,
blame
BVO.
CDK.
but why did he wait so
Right.
long to come out with that information?
Who
Like, why not
cares?
come out with that
And you said Devin Haney.
during the
He said,
whole contract beef?
what did he say about Devin Haney? Because I wanna
No,
respond
what
to
he
that. He
said
said,
was
He
what he
said he
said.
got slapped by Erickson Lubin and he got his shoes
no,
took.
no, 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 not about that. It's something else he said that really set me off. He said something. He said, "Is Devin a player in the game? Is he going to be able?" What you say? What was that first question? The original question. You said something. You said, "Is Devin Haney going to be?" What did you say?
He said,
Blackball.
No, right,
blackball.
blackball. That's impossible when he's one of the money men in the sport of boxing, bro. Who is the money men in boxing? Canelo, right? Um, Javante, and then who else?
Ryan Garcia.
Ryan
Ryan
Garcia is
Garcia
not a
ain't
money man.
sold shit
Hold
without.
on.
He ain't
Ryan
sold
Garcia
nothing.
just
He ain't
if
sold nothing without Devin
CDK,
Haney.
CDK, if I have permission to speak, I'll say this. Ryan Garcia just sold a million. He did a 1 million.4
What did he do without
Houston,
Tank?
Texas. Hold on. We going one at a time. He did a 1 million.4 in Houston, Texas. He's not from Texas. We didn't even know who his opponent was, and he still did $1 million gate. So anything over a
No,
million
that's
plus,
not
yeah.
that's not a
That's
lot of
not
money.
good,
That's
BBO.
not a lot of money.
A lot of guys are not
For
doing that.
somebody who's supposed to be a king of the sport,
No,
absolutely not.
no,
That's
that's
no,
not a lot of money. You got to remember, he just came off a major fight with Tank Davis that did 1.2 million pay-per-view buys according to the numbers, and they did a 22 million live gate
Yeah,
according to the numbers.
plus
So
yep.
some money on that
him
back end
fighting
too.
somebody, if he was a major draw, he would have did more than just $1 million
Man, he ain't
at a
have
live
nobody
gate.
at his last fight. Man, that fight he had, man, wasn't nobody paying attention to that.
No, it
He ain't
had
never
He's
people.
sold
not
no
a
It's just
major.
paper.
He's
that
not a
He
it
ain't
major
had
never
draw.
people.
sold
It's
no
just
pay
that
per
they gave
view.
away
Hold
tickets,
on,
He
hold on.
and I
ain't
think they
never
sold for
Hey,
fifty
sold
dollars
no
a
pay
piece.
per
hey,
views. He ain't
Let me
never
say this
sold no
right
pay per
here.
views without
hey,
Tank Davis.
prize.
Period.
You can't
Let me say this
filibuster,
right here.
man.
Let me say
What?
this right here, y'all.
Go ahead,
Hold
CDK.
on.
I can't. What?
No,
Right here,
no,
y'all. I
he's
don't
not. He's not a major draw. He is somebody who needs a counterpartner. So
yeah, let me say this.
when you need a counterparter, you're not a major draw. A major draw is somebody that does not need a counterpartner. You're going to sell the fight just solely
Yeah,
off of your
dance
name. That's
partner.
a major draw. Yeah, that's what you. That's how you're gonna. That's how you consider a draw. Just off
Right.
your name, they're going to come out to see. They don't care
Devin
who you
Haney
in there with.
sold way more than tickets, pay per views,
No, but
everything about
No,
him.
he didn't. Go
the
ahead, CDK.
no, but the thing about it is Ryan has a casual fan base. He has his Instagram followers. He has like 10 million followers on
But
there.
where were they at
So if
though,
he hit,
Marky?
what you
Yeah,
mean? They came out
In
for
his
the
last
Tank
fight.
Davis
In
fight.
his last
it
fight, where were
it
they
doesn't.
at?
We talking about his last
No,
fight.
no,
He
no,
just
no. But
came
that
off.
no, this goes to what Free is saying. He needs a dance partner. He needs a dance partner to give a damn about who he's fighting.
Hey, Marky,
But,
damn, I'm gonna talk
oh
to
my
you.
lord, sorry.
Let
Come
me out
on,
here,
that's
bro.
not too bad, BBO.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Come on, give me
now
that.
Go ahead.
listen to
No, but
say
I was just
Let
yeah. Go
CDK
ahead,
finish
Steve.
the host. Let CDK
seeing
go.
that right there. I feel like myself, Ryan does need a dance partner. We're gonna move on. This how we're gonna do it in order. We're gonna start off with prize fighter, then Market Dan, then Free, then BVO on this question right here. So let's try to
Damn.
keep it in order. I know it's hard sometimes, man. When you're talking boxing, everybody wants to talk over everybody, but let's try to give everybody respect. Now, do y'all feel like that Bill Haney is trying to ruin other fighters' reputation?
No, absolutely not. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's doing his job. He's keeping his son name ring bells. And don't you think they know the Haney's know that people hate Bill get up there talking for Devin? But that's so they want all they don't care about what kind of attention they get, whether it's positive or negative. Just give me all the attention. Bill Haney is doing his job as a father, as a promoter, and as everything else he does with his son. His son is winning. He's making more money in each fight, and that's just the bottom line. Bill Haney's doing his job, like Eddie Hearn, like Lion Bob, and everybody else that lied, Oscar, and all of them. So that's what it is, bro.
Yeah.
D, D Free.
Uh,
Uh, what's the question again?
Do y'all feel like Bill Haney is trying to ruin other fighters' reputation?
Go ahead. No, I think you said Marky Dan was gonna go next. Go ahead, Marky.
I'm sorry, Mark Dan.
yeah, I was just gonna say, I feel the same way Prize feels. Who cares? And to my knowledge, anytime he's tried to diss somebody, Bill Haney has been pushing his son towards that fighter. Okay,
Right.
when he comes out and talks about Javante Davis, he's trying to make that fight. Same thing with T.O. when he calls his father a drunk. Same thing with Ryan Garcia when he says he has some bitch in him. All
Hey,
of these dudes are people. Oh,
I gotta give my man. I gotta give my man Mark a quick time out. Go ahead.
Yeah, he done shut his mic off.
Hey, we gonna bring him back, but when we got people sponsoring the videos, they don't want to hear no cussing, man. So yeah, we gotta be cool,
yeah, that's
Mark.
my
Trying to cussing, man. Please.
yeah, that's my
We
bad.
20.
But
It's 9:40. When can we cuss?
We
I'm
once we
trolling.
get once we get to
Actually,
the
I'm
30 minutes.
trolling. I'm trolling.
But go ahead, go. I'll go. I think when you got Bill Haney lying, saying that Sergio Matias asked for $4 million, which was a blatant lie. You got him saying that Ryan Garcia, I mean Tank Davis turned down $20 million. I mean, you're just hearing all these lies, and I think he's unlike most promoters. He's really going out of his way to be very very disrespectful, especially to black and Spanish fighters when it's not the same weight on to their counterparts. You see, Bill has no problem tearing down somebody Spanish or black, but when it comes to anybody else, he is yes sir, no sir. I never heard him talk about Bob Arum the way he talks about the great Al Heyman. Never heard him say any of the things about Bob Arum that he says, about Eddie Hearn that he says about Leonard Ellerbe or the great Floyd Mayweather Jr. So it's clear that Bill Haney has bias, and I don't know what it is, but he has some type of vendetta to pick. And I think he's gonna pay for that because people don't take that kind of stuff sitting down. Go ahead.
All right. Now, what Bill Haney does, he tells stuff that's already public knowledge. It's not something that's hidden behind the scenes. Nobody know nothing about. It's public knowledge. The stuff that he says about Tank is public knowledge. The stuff that he says about Shakur is public knowledge. All this stuff is public knowledge. Now, when you said the $4 million was a blatant lie, that wasn't a lie. Peter Kahn called Bill Haney, and so Bill Haney thought that was Matias' manager because that's what he said when he called him. He said he was Matias' manager. And so he offered him $4 million. And then when he found out that wasn't his manager, Matias' manager was on the Boxing Boys the next day, and he jumped on that live with the Boxing Boys and Matias' manager, and he offered him the $4 million. He said, "Well, I got the right people now. How about the $4 million?" They said we need a week to get back to you. They never got back to him. So that's not a lie. The $20 million that they said they offered Tank Davis, that wasn't a lie. They offered that to Tank Davis, and Tank Davis turned it down. That's not a lie. That's true. It's not a lie. So he's not ruining nobody's reputation by telling stuff that's public knowledge. This is not something that's nobody can find out about it. Now, if he's going out here and saying, "Hey, we offered Tank Davis $20 million," and then we found out that they never offered him $20 million. Tank would say, no, they never offered me no $20 million. So that's something that he will be lying about, but that never happened. They offered him $20 million. Eddie Hearn even came out and said, yeah, we got $20 million for Tank Davis. That's not something they lied about. Tank Davis turned it down. So no, he's not ruining nobody's reputation by putting stuff out public knowledge. That's like somebody putting something out about me. That's public knowledge. That's not ruining my reputation. Anybody can look it up. It's public knowledge.
Definitely. And I don't want y'all to look at me like I'm crazy. I'm only asking the questions that I was told to ask. Let me get a disclaimer out there right now. This is not
Nah,
my
nah. We already know. We understand.
okay. I just want y'all to know this. I'm just asking. I'm asking these questions, and I ain't giving no comment. I'm listening. Let y'all do y'all thing. So I'm moving on to this next question. Does Bill Haney have something against Ali Moses? And just adding this on to the end, I'm adding this on. What do y'all think about him saying the man gold was fake?
Go ahead, Free.
That's Bill Haney being Bill Haney. He's going to clown him and do whatever he got to do to pretty much make a joke out of the situation. I mean, he was just clowning the man, and I mean, it was funny when he said it. When I heard him say it, I was laughing at the whole situation. It was funny. He was just clowning him because I mean, we all know that man got enough money for those chains to be real. That's not a secret. We know he's Shakur Stevenson's grandfather and trainer. We know he's getting paid a decent amount of money. So those chains. It wasn't like he had diamonds on his neck or whatever. They were just gold chains. So gold chain that you can go buy a 14-karat gold chain for like $60. That ain't something that's you got to be a big have big money to have. So he was just clowning them.
I
Um,
agree.
I think when you seeing I seen with Bill Haney, it's kind of sickening, man. The brother just going at him, and it was all in good fun. I mean, because at the end of the day, I think Ali Moses is like 79 years old with all that jewelry on, so it looks kind of funny. You know, he kind of like a raisin, with all that jewelry on. But I don't know if the jewelry is real or not. But I think Bill was just having a little fun. But as far as him saying that Ali Moses spread that vicious rumor, I think Bill was out of line. I thought that was inappropriate for him to say that.
But did Erickson Lubin
Um,
respond? Did he say anything? Did he ever respond to any of this stuff, these allegations?
Yes, yes,
Not
yes, he
not
did.
not to my knowledge. I haven't heard nobody interview
I
Erickson
haven't
Lubin.
even Free. That's my point. What
yeah,
I'm trying to say.
Not
I
to my
never even
not to my
heard
knowledge.
Lubin.
and,
I never even
and the
heard
point.
Lubin say nothing.
One
Go ahead,
second,
Mike.
y'all. I might have been looking at something wrong. I thought I maybe somebody else responded for him, but I seen a post. I forgot where it was at, but it made it seem like he responded. It did make it seem like he responded. Now he might
But
not have responded. You know what I'm saying? But
the,
I
the
did see
whole
a
the,
post.
the whole thing is Erskine Lubin don't have to respond to it because
Pardon me.
Devin Haney and Bill Haney never said that it never happened. Because you already know if it was a lie put out on Devin Haney, they're gonna come out and say that it never happened. So they never
Right,
came
right.
out. Bill Haney did an interview with the same guy that did that interview. Bill Haney never said no, that never happened. So there's no need for Erskine Lubin to
I mean,
respond because
yeah.
they never said it didn't happen.
Yeah, how old was he when that happened? Erickson Lubin had to
That
be about
he
17, 18
he
years
was
old.
like he was like 13. Erskine Lubin was like 17,
Right. So I
17,
mean,
18.
and what are we talking about? Let's
Yeah, they
just
was
say
kids.
Erickson
Yeah,
Lubin slapped fire out of Devin Haney when he was
I got beat up when I was a freshman
13.
by a senior, so it's
So,
like, bro,
before I
that
get
that
this,
don't count.
What are we
okay,
talking
Prize
about?
Fighter.
Like, what was the point? Go ahead.
Hold on. Let me hear from Prize Fighter and then hear from Market Dan on this same question. Prize
Yeah.
Fighter, go ahead.
Yeah. What was the question again? Because that just pissed me off.
The question was, does Bill Haney have something against Ali Moses and with the
No,
gold that
right,
Ali
right,
Moses had on?
right. I asked this. I don't even know why we even having that. Why is that
Yeah,
one of the questions? But nevertheless, who cares if his goal was fake? I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
yeah,
I mean, his grandson is rich. They
right.
got some money, and he an old school G anyway. He probably got his own bag. Some of them old heads be doing that. He rock a bunch of gold. You know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. And
Yeah,
he's not bad. He's not a bad man. He's doing a good thing with his grandson. I got a good relationship with my grandfather, so I get it. But again, I don't think that his gold is fake and like what are we talking about, man? Like really, what are we talking about?
Yeah,
Marky,
yeah. I don't think that Bill Haney has a personal vendetta against Wally Moses. I think that Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, they're rivals, and that's just what that is. That's his father, and that's his grandfather. So naturally, they're going to be opposing. But I don't know the story about Devin Haney getting slapped and getting his shoes took. I don't know if I believe it. I've never heard it before, and even if it's true, I mean, who cares?
Right.
That's honestly how I feel.
This is lame. This is
Now,
lame. This is lame.
yeah, and Wally Moses, if his gold is fake, I don't know. I don't care. He probably and most definitely has the money to
A
go
couple
to a jeweler
chains.
and get his shit real. Uh, so yeah, that's
I
my
mean,
answer.
we asking about this man gold chains is real or not, bro. Like, what are we
Yeah, I mean,
doing?
come
hey,
on.
I'm gonna tell you,
I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's keep it 100. It's not like Bill Haney attacked him first. He came at Bill Haney and Devin Haney in that interview. Bill Haney
Yeah, I
wasn't
mean,
talking
this
about him.
question. I mean, this question creator or this committee that this question came from is extremely biased. I just want to make that for the record.
ain't no committee. Hold on. Hey,
Extremely
hold on.
biased.
My time. Hey, no committee. It's one man. No committee.
CDK's like, I ain't talking about this
Hey, y'all
crazy
not,
man.
not gonna put it off on me. I'm just a moderator. That's it. Okay, well, we're gonna move on. This question right here. This question right here is a more
That's
viable.
another Bill Haney question. Go ahead.
No. And that's why I'm saying this is a more viable question. I guess you can. I like. I do like this question right here. Is Canelo still top 3 pound for pound after today's announcement of him fighting Bud Crawford and Jamal Charlo?
Um, if I could go first, I didn't have him top 3 pound for pound before, so that person's opinion is that person's opinion. If they still have him there,
Right.
but no, I do not. I have in Nui number one. I have Terrence Crawford number two, and I have Usyk at number three. And if not Usyk at number three, I have Beterbiev at number four. Excuse me, at number three. So, yeah, after today, it doesn't really change my opinion. Y'all can go
Right.
ahead.
I like that criteria that some of these other guys that's in the boxing community, well, they say they don't put drug cheats on the pound for pound list, and I actually like that criteria. So I've been sticking with it for the last about 5 years. And no, he's not even on my pound for pound list at all. Period. No drug cheat goes on
I'm
my
sorry to
pound.
cut you off, Prize, but just to ask you a question, if a guy, okay, he's tested, he's failed, but he decides to come back, he's clean, he continues to be clean, like
Yeah.
does not redeem himself.
No, not with my criteria. No, if Terrence Crawford came out and hot test something hot, and he's hot and he's suspended, he will never be on Prize Fighters pound for pound list ever again. You got one time with me because we talking about boxing. You will die in a ring. You can kill somebody, bro. It ain't like
Mm.
Tristan Thompson for BVO's team where I don't even know why he even did that, but I don't want when you play you don't because you don't play boxing. So you in there juiced up, dog. Like I don't care if he was
But is
cycling.
that more a thing of you're talking about his character, or are
No,
you
I'm just
talking
talking
about the
about
fighter himself
any
in the ring?
I'm talking about if you a drug cheat and you're and they manipulate things for you so you can cheat, then you're not real to me, bro.
Well,
You
Okay.
know,
I'll say this. I'll take my time right here. I'll say this. It's kind of funny. Of course, we will see, a known Canelo hater and detractor and prize fighter, and a
yeah.
known. And you know what? I'm a little shocked. I'm a little taken back by Marky Dan because usually he's fair, but today he really just, he broke my heart, man, with these comments he's making
Yeah,
because
he ain't on
you
my
talking about a man, who ate a bad hamburger, and you want to hold that against him. Um,
I
I
don't
can't
hold
wait
that
to hear
against
it,
him.
hold
That's
on,
man.
hold on,
prize
hold on, hold
fighter.
on, hold on. The man had a hamburger. It's been documented. The man ate a hamburger, and somehow the hamburger had tainted meat. I mean, it happens. They had a whole swine flu back in the day, so I mean, it happens. But I'll say this: I'm a little disappointed in Canelo for taking these fights. Canelo really, I think he really kind of let me down as a long time Canelo fan because him fighting another guy that's not a super middleweight is a travesty. I never agreed with this. I heard a lot of the Wakanda fight, Wakanda boxing fans say this, but and I usually don't agree with those guys because those guys know what they're saying. But I think Canelo should drop the belts because at this point it's egregious that he's just holding up a whole division and not fight anybody in the weight class. I mean, don't get me wrong.
What
Hold on,
Wakanda
hold on, hold on,
mean?
hold on, hold on. Hold on. Let me talk.
What is that?
Basically, guys like you who only go for black fighters. But I'll say this.
Oh,
This is what I'll say.
yeah.
I think.
Whoa.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Nah, I got it, Mark. You go
Hold
ahead, let
on.
him finish. I
Let me
got it.
finish.
I got it.
I think of course, the Wakanda fans wouldn't let me finish it. When I'm being honest, because BVO is unbiased. I'll just tell you what I see. I just think that Canelo should really just come out and say, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna drop the belts. I'm gonna give some other young hungry lions the opportunity because him doing this, it's just been a travesty. He hasn't fought a true super middleweight since John Ryder, and no one would confuse John Ryder with a great fighter. So I mean, yes, Terrence Crawford is the probably the number one pound for pound king. You probably can say that, but
No, probably.
I mean, we definitely know for a fact that Jamal Charlo is damaged goods at best. He's finished. And from how short his career was, he never probably was that great anyway. So for those to be the two fights coming out, they sound great on paper, but for me as a Canelo fan, knowing how great Canelo is, he's the greatest fighter since Floyd Mayweather left the sport. To see him take these fights, these easy touches, man, it's just kind of a travesty, man. And I just hope going forward that Canelo can be more honest that he's not looking to fight the best available competition. I'm done. Go
Now
ahead.
listen. Now this Wakanda stuff, right? You
Hold
said
on, you going and it's D Freeze turn, man. You can't
I know,
interrupt me.
but I just
Go ahead, Freeze.
you said something about me, so I have to respond.
Go ahead.
You said that I'm a Wakanda, so it's wrong for me. It's wrong for first of all that term is lame as hell.
Hold on.
So it's wrong for me.
To the
It's
lane.
wrong for me. It's lame as hell, and the person that created it is lame too.
Okay.
The yeah, that part.
Shout out to
It's
them.
okay. It's okay. It's okay for
What kind
people
of
for
guy?
Mexicans. It's okay for Mexicans that root for Mexicans or Puerto Ricans. Like I'm going for Sabril. I don't care who he fight, whatever, whatever. But as soon as I want to go for the American fighters, they just so happen to be black. Then I'm a Wakanda Knight or whatever that term you said. This is so sad that it's like that I can't root for all of the American
What's
fighters.
wrong?
They just so happen to be African American guys. So I'm a Wakanda Knight or Wakandians or whatever because I want to root for all of the fighters in America. Yeah, okay.
What's
But go
wrong
ahead.
with being a Wakanda guy, prize fighter?
I don't got nothing against the bull, but I don't even want to have that conversation. We can talk about it.
Okay,
I
all right.
see. That's why sometimes I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna go. Here I go.
Go ahead. Go
Man,
ahead.
that's just a crazy term to pull out of nowhere, BBO.
Um, I mean, if you put Canelo number three pound for pound, that's your opinion for fighting Bud. Me personally, it actually takes away from his pound for pound status because he's fighting a guy that's smaller. It actually builds Bud's pound for pound status because he's the one that's moving up weight classes. It's not Canelo that's moving up. It's Bud that's moving up. So it actually promotes Bud's status as the best pound for pound fighter. He go up there and he beat Canelo. It doesn't do anything for Canelo if he beats Bud because he was supposed to beat Bud. He's the bigger man. He's the bigger fighter. He was supposed to. So it really doesn't do anything for Canelo's status as a pound for pound fighter by beating Bud because Bud is the smaller fighter.
That's like saying does Bud get credit for beating Tank Davis? If Tank Davis move up to 154 and fight Bud at 154, does he get credit for beating Tank Davis? No. Yeah, he get credit for beating him, but it doesn't do anything for his pound for pound status because Tank is 5'5", 154 pounds. I mean, he's 135, but he would be 154, moving up to 154. It doesn't do anything for his status. It doesn't. It does wonders for the smaller guy that moving up and fighting the bigger guy.
That's a
Um,
good point, Free.
but when you looking at the whole situation, I told BVO this months ago that Canelo hasn't fought nobody but 168-pound fighter. Since he won the undisputed title, he had what 4 fights? Yeah, 4 fights. He fought. He beat Caleb Plant, got this undisputed title. He went up and fought Bivol, lost. Came back down, fought Triple G,
G.
brought him up from 160. Then he fought John Ryder, and then he brought Jamel Charlo up. So he's only fought 168-pound fighter since he became undisputed. So I've
Say
been
that
saying,
again, Free. Say it again. Run that back like battle rap. Say it again.
hey, he beat Caleb Plant, became undisputed. He moved up to 175 and fought Bivol, lost. Came back down, fought Triple G, moved him up from 160, fought Triple G, beat Triple G after he already said he wasn't going to fight him for a third time. But we're not going to talk about that. But he brought Triple G up from 160, fought him. He fought John Ryder as his mandatory, who's a 168-pound fighter, and then he moved Jamel Charlo up 2 weight classes and fought him. One guy.
Bars.
Preach.
Bars. Bars.
And you
Preach.
know, if I could
Did y'all
talk,
just hear what he said?
Yeah,
if I could say something, CDK,
cherry pick artists.
and salute,
Go
and
ahead.
you know what,
Go
and
ahead.
salute to my brother CDK, man, for coming through. I appreciate my man CDK coming through with the questions last minute. But I also got to say this, man. I want to send a big shout out to BBO Nation, man. We 1 subscriber away from 2,500 subscribers. Like I said, guys, we 14 months in, 1.2 million, 1.2 million views. You know, we getting real close. We grinding. We got a lot of things going on. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that support the channel. Salute to my co-host, D Free. Salute to my other co-hosts, Marky Dan and my man Prize. They got their own show. I'm telling you, man, I can't say enough about the team we got over here at BVO Boxing, man. But I do gotta
I
say this.
appreciate real quick, BBO. I appreciate you for letting us get up here and do this and go on this journey with you, dog. You know what I'm saying? I've been rocking with you from day one, and ain't nothing gonna change. I appreciate you introducing me to different good brothers like Free and the homie Marky Dan, CDK. There's a couple other guys, the homie X and Ja. You know, it's just a vibe when we get up here, man. I appreciate you, dog, for sure, for sure. Give you your
For real.
flowers now.
I'll say this though, salute to my brother Prize Center. But I'll say this, you know, even though my brother Prize
Whoa,
is
BBO, you sound like you underwater, dog.
that
Man,
better.
Y'all
President
hear that?
Obama.
Y'all hear that audio? Y'all hear his
Hey,
audio?
hey, I don't know if he underwater
Yeah.
or he got to clear his throat. I don't know which one it is.
Right. BBO,
Hey,
BBO.
y'all
you got
y'all
another
keep
question,
going.
CDK? While BBO get his mic together?
Can't hear you.
I want to respond. I want to answer this question. You know, every now and then on first take, the moderator jump in and say something. So I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
want to
Go
put
ahead, get in there.
my 2 cents in on Canelo Alvarez. I'm very disappointed in Canelo Alvarez. I got him number 9 on my pound for pound list. That's where I got him ranked at. But I feel like he's trying to keep his plate full and do everything he can to duck David Benavidez. And it's ridiculous, man. And I've lost all respect for him because it don't make no sense. It's like Free said the best, man. He refused to fight a 168 pounder. I mean, Bud Crawford moving up 3 weight classes. He decided all of a sudden, all the pressure on him now. But guess what? I'm gonna fight Bud now. I'm not gonna fight the Mexican monster. He right here in front of me. You know what I'm saying? We see what he's doing. Everybody sees it. But people keep on because he got that big fan base, the Mexican fan base, and they love him. He can do what he want to do, and that's what's wrong with the sport of boxing. People don't hold these fighters accountable and make them do. That's why I love about Bill Haney. People don't always like what he got to say, but he stand on business for his son. So I can't do no but respect it. Bill Haney, man, want the big fight. When people be saying, oh, they don't want that fight, man, Bill Haney believe in his son, and he believe Devin Haney can beat anybody. He ain't just talking. I wish, man, a lot of these other fighters or promoters had the confidence in their fighters to tell them, man, look, you're going to take this fight. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get in the ring with this guy. I believe you can do it. I believe that's what Tank Davis' problem is, man. I believe Tank believes in himself, but I don't believe his people believe in him like he do. And there's a problem right there. That's all I wanted to say on that. Now, moving on
Hey,
to
see,
the next question.
that was a real good point you just made too, dog. Like
Hey,
that,
Thank you.
like
CDK, all I can
that was on
say
point.
is Wakanda forever, man. Salute.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Wakanda forever,
Thank you.
USA,
I appreciate that. And you
USA.
Taco John forever.
Yeah, for real.
How about that? Because you keep your
Yeah,
burritos and
man.
tacos right beside your bed.
That was a good cook.
And then fry BVO real quick.
Hey, man.
But
Hey,
hey, happens to the best of us.
I'm the brother that would have sombrero, man. It's okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, I can see. This another one. Well, to piggyback off what I said, I'm gonna ask my question. Do y'all? This is my question right here. Do y'all feel like the Canelo is keeping his plate full to duck the Mexican monster, David Benavidez?
it was lame, dog.
I would say no. David Benavidez doesn't deserve a shot.
Oh
We
my God.
know he hasn't done anything. He hasn't beat anybody. At the end of the day,
BBO, one second.
you're a
I'm
moderator.
ask your question. So you telling me now? Terrence Crawford to me is my number one pound for pound, followed by Inoue. But you're telling me that a guy that's 3 weight classes down deserves a shot over a guy that's you know what I'm saying, that's been the number one contender for how long now?
This is the thing I'm saying, and salute to my brother CDK. I love.
Jamal Charlo deserves a shot. So you telling me Jamal and Bud Crawford deserve a shot before David Benavidez is what I'm asking you.
I wouldn't say Jamal does, but I think Terrence Crawford does.
Oh my God.
Terrence Crawford is the second man to be a 2-division undisputed champion, and I think that's nothing to sneeze at. To be he's only the second man to ever do that. So I got to give him a lot of credit for that. But
But you just said, you
go ahead.
did say earlier that you don't want to see him fight Bud.
I don't. I'm just saying all you can do is take the fights that we have. One thing I'm learning.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
so
he tried
basically,
to sneak that in there real quick.
what you telling me is Monster anyway deserves a shot with Canelo Alvarez. He's a 2-time undisputed champion, 2 divisions. That's what
Damn.
you're telling me.
Put him in there with Monster. Put Canelo in
Yeah,
there with Monster. Go ahead.
Well,
that'd be a
my
good
mistake.
fight, right,
That'd be a
BBO?
good fight.
I
That's
misspoke.
historic.
I misspoke. I misspoke. You got Terrence Crawford, the third man to be a 2-time
Well, who was the
two-division
first one,
undisputed
BVO?
champion.
No,
Please
he's the
acknowledge.
first.
He the
Okay,
Who's
first.
the first one, BVO?
he's the
Tell us.
second to do it. We
Who's
know
the
who the
first?
first one was to do it.
I
But
don't know. Tell the fans. Tell the new fans. The
No,
new fans.
Terrence
Go ahead
Crawford,
and tell to the
Terrence,
new fans. No, hold on,
Terrence,
free. Hold on, free. Hold on, free. Hold on, free. Go
Primo
ahead,
Lopez,
BVO.
the takeover, 2-time undisputed world champion. Primo Lopez.
Undisputed fighter. 2-weight division.
Cap.
A
Yeah,
lot.
he's two-time undisputed. Yeah. You gotta call him that. Respect. Because he won all the titles.
Eddie Hearn said that he won a title in 140. Like that's the argument that Eddie Hearn said. He's like,
Cap a lot
he said he won
records.
the title in this in 140. At 135, he had all of them except, if I'm not mistaken, the franchise belt. If I'm not mistaken, right?
So he didn't have them all at 140?
I think he just won.
Josh had everything at 140. So he just won all of them at 140, and he had all of them at 135. So how's he not two-time undisputed champion? And not on top of that, he beat the man that was the man at the time in both weight divisions. So forget about the so-called belt. He beat the best fighter in the division both times. Call it like it is. Call it a spade. Get a man his credit.
shout out
And
to
Roy
David.
Jones has been
Man,
knocked
Roy
out
was
in
drunk as
Russia.
hell at the fight.
hey,
Listen, that don't mean
thank
nothing. That's his
Hey, you know
opinion.
what? Is it? Hey, can somebody tell me if this true or not? I heard that they putting on an exhibition with Roy
so,
Jones Jr. and Antonio Tarver. Please tell me that is not real.
That's true.
thank
They
you
say it's
very
true.
much, BBO, for allowing us to
Cap
see
a
that
lot.
Roy Jones do not know nothing about the sport of boxing. He's far removed from the sport of boxing. He don't know nothing because this man just said he had all the belts at 140 and all the belts at 135. Last time I checked, when he beat Josh Taylor, that man had one belt in his hand.
That's
He
it.
had one belt.
That's why I
John
don't have a
Taylor
problem.
came to the ring with one belt.
That's why I don't have a problem with you with saying Teofimo is the number one 140 pounder. I don't have an argument for that because he, like Roy did say, I do agree with that. He beat the man, then he turned around and beat that man. So, I will say he's number one at 40, but when you go to on the paper and you look at the paper and you pick the paper up, he's never been undisputed ever. Period.
Ever.
Hold on. Y'all telling me that Roy Jones Jr., the great Roy Jones Jr., wouldn't know what he's
You want me
talking
to tell
about?
No, he
No,
don't.
I ain't say
Yes,
that. He didn't even know.
that's exactly what I'm saying. I can't speak for the rest of you. That's what I'm saying.
You can speak for me. I'm saying it too.
You
Shit.
hold on. Do y'all know that Roy Jones Jr. is
He
the
didn't even
second
know
greatest?
about the belt.
Let me say this: Roy Jones Jr. is the second greatest athlete to ever touch a boxing ring. And y'all telling me he don't know about boxing?
Hey, BVO, real quick,
There's
Free. You got a
nothing you
lot
can
of
tell me
smoke in the
about Roy
chat,
Jones
BVO.
that I don't already know. Roy Jones was one of my favorite fighters of all time. Him and
Mine
Sugar Ray
too.
Leonard. There's nothing about Roy Jones you can tell me that I don't already know. That
Me too, Free.
does not give him the right to make up a blatant lie and
Right.
say that he had all the belts at 140.
And
We
that's
all
not a
know that
fact.
Josh Taylor dropped 3 of those belts before he even made the fight with Teofimo. He dropped 3 of the belts before he even made the fight. That's how Matias got a belt. That's how Devin Haney got a belt. That's how Roley got a belt. If
Right.
Teo fought John Taylor, how did they get a belt?
Right.
I don't know. I have
Exactly.
I have to take a back seat. I
Stop the
have to take a
blatant
back
lie.
seat to a
You're worse than
I
Bill
won.
Haney right now. You're worse than Bill Haney right now.
Oh,
I said,
Hey, hold on. So BVO, if Roy Jones tell you an apple is orange, you gonna believe him, right?
oh, here we go.
yep. That's BVO logic.
Yeah, he
You
can't
know
tell me no anything. I don't care what Roy Jones say. I know what the truth is.
Roy Jones Jr. has never been known to be a liar. I can't think of a time I ever heard the man
Until he
lie.
was a liar that night.
I've never CDK. When have you ever heard Roy lie?
Didn't
I
he say
never
he was
he
going to
claimed
beat Antonio
to be a
Tarver in the
liar.
rematch? Didn't he say that?
You got
No,
any excuses tonight, Roy?
That
was
was a
crazy.
whole lie. Exactly.
I'll say this. Roy
They got
Jones.
put to
you said
sleep.
when did we hear Roy Jones lie? You just played it. You just played it. He blatantly lied.
Free on fire tonight.
Hold
Hey,
on,
can't
free.
nobody whoop that Roy Jones with the shag. Remember the shag back in the day, Free with
Oh
Roy and
man.
CDK? Yo, couldn't nobody that version of Roy Jones would destroy any of these super middleweights or middleweights right now.
Everybody
Destroy
Hands
bust.
down.
them.
Everybody
Hands
bust
down.
another. But
What?
He
I
killed
say,
Canelo.
Everybody, wait, hold on. Everybody then who?
hold on. Let me say this real quick to respond to my brother's free.
Yeah, you better move
Free.
on.
Can
You
I ask
better
you a
move
quick
on.
question, man? Can I ask you a
What's
quick
going on?
question? You told me from your mouth that Roy Jones is one of your favorite fighters, hands down, right?
Yep.
You told me you watched all of his fights. You know a lot about him, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never heard Roy ever lie. So what are we talking about here?
He said you just
Nigga,
placed it.
hold up. So because you never heard him lie, what the heck does that got to do with anything?
You heard Roy lie before?
I love my brother to death. That don't mean he can't lie. Just because you never heard him lie, that doesn't mean he can't lie.
Hey, hey, BVO, you got a lot of smoke in the chat. Shout out to homie A1 Hoop Zone. He's like, yo, where are you hiding the link at? Where y'all? I'm not, don't put me in. I'm not
Hey,
hiding
but
it.
I'll say this. I'm just
And
shocked.
wine on your heels, too.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I am shocked how my brother Free switched up. Because this brother always talking about the great Roy Jones Jr. And then when the man speaks facts, he's
No,
going to
that's not
That
no
Lopano.
fact.
wasn't facts, though. That
BBO,
wasn't facts,
BBO,
though,
Go
BVO.
ahead.
BBO. That is not facts. If
Right.
you debate me that daggone topic and you play Roy Jones, I will still murder you.
Go
You
ahead,
cannot
That's
CDK.
beat
a
me in that debate at
Go ahead,
all.
CDK. Go ahead, CDK. I'll let you.
yeah.
Listen, hey,
What,
Roy
real quick,
Jones.
wait, hold on, CDK.
Go ahead.
Speaking of debates, did that debate ever go down?
No.
No,
What's up
no.
with that? What's the deal with
I
that?
don't know. I'm moving on. I don't know. I don't
Well, I
want
know
to.
this right here.
Go ahead.
All
BVO
right, my
can't win
bad,
no.
CDK.
It's okay. BVO's not gonna do no debate no time soon because he don't want to, keep it real and he's delusional and he gonna lose every debate being delusional. And that's just a cold hard fact. You know what I'm saying? BBO
Oh,
need to stay
wow.
out of
You know,
I think he can
boxing.
smoke some people out. I've seen BVO smoke a couple cats before. You know what I'm saying? He ain't defeated. You know what I mean?
It's far in between. That's my guy. But BBO, man, I know what he be doing. He trolls a lot. So you
no,
know, I
But
think
see,
if he
that's where
called,
I gotta disagree with everybody when y'all be saying that because I talk to him about every day on
he
the
serious.
phone, and
He
he
take
keep
it
that
serious.
same energy though. He called me
Nah,
with the
but BVO is an intelligent dude, though.
I know, but I
He just
don't think that
silly.
he's gonna get up here and say, "Hey, let me call Pride and just troll to or just cause we don't. Sometimes we don't even be talking about boxing, and then when we
Okay,
do get on boxing, he keeps the same energy. So
but he
I
trolls
don't think he
me.
troll. I think he's dead ass serious. Me personally.
He jumps on
Now,
my
So
page.
sometimes,
so
now some
so
stuff he does, like when homie Dub right side pointed out some things, I was like, yeah, Dub. Now I don't agree when he do that stuff, but when he talks about these certain fighters like Tio and Canelo, he is dead ass serious. Y'all have to
so
understand that.
so basically what you're saying is BBO is a troll.
I ain't saying
you
that.
know, hey,
I
you
didn't
know
say
what?
whatever.
This is what I'll say to that. Hey, I got you, A1. I'm about to pull up 1 second. I'll say this. The thing that breaks my heart about this, and I love you, Prize, and I love you, D Free, and I love you, Marky and CDK. But to come at me and say I'm trolling, I think
I
that's
didn't
very
say that.
disingenuous. No, not
I
for you,
didn't.
but I'm saying for them to say I'm trolling is very disingenuous because that's like saying because my opinion is different, I'm not a Wakanda night. I just tell you what I think,
Uh,
and it
we
is
try
what
to
it is.
we trying to give you the benefit of the doubt that you're trolling because we
Yeah,
cannot believe that you actually believe these lies. That's what we saying.
Hold on.
You
Free.
actually believe Roy Jones. That's the
D-
problem.
like, I'm trying to give you an out. I'm trying to give you an out. You know what I'm
So y'all
saying?
telling, so y'all telling me Roy Jones is lying? Is that serious?
Yeah,
Yes.
he like
BBO, those wasn't facts though, BBO.
BBO, hold up, BBO. When Bud Crawford became the undisputed champion after he beat Earl Spence, what did they say after the end of the fight?
What do you mean?
They said
what they say.
Bud Crawford, the first man to be two-time undisputed in a four-belt era.
Right.
Hold on, but Joe Tessitore said it was Teofimo Lopez.
Joe Tessitore is on the payroll
No.
of ESPN.
Well, let's go to the next question. My bad. Let's go to
How
the next
many?
question.
Hold on. How many belts have T.O. held? How many belts has he held?
He's had them all.
No, he
Let
doesn't.
BBO tell
That
you
man,
he had
that
two
man
Where's
has
belts.
that
never been.
40 pounds?
Hold up. I'm talking about at 140. How many belts has he had?
He's had two.
No, we're not
What?
counting the Ring Magazine belt. Not counting that. I'm talking about actual sanctioning body belts. How many belts has he had?
He's had two. You
He
said
has not had two at 140. He
you
has
said
one.
Even then, that means he's not undisputed. That right there ends
well,
it, BBO.
listen. What he was saying is that Tio is technically undisputed. What he's basically saying,
No, he did not. He
He
said he
is
is
lit.
undisputed.
Listen,
He
he
said
is
he had all of
litio.
the belts.
he's the
He said he
lineal
He's
had
the
champion.
all of the
man that
belts.
beat the man. I give him that credit,
He's
but he
number
is
one
not
at 140.
undisputed.
Right. He could be number one at 140, but he's never been undisputed. I don't have a problem
Yeah,
with
that's fair.
Teofimo being number one and say, if you take the top 10 140 pounders and you got Tio number one, that's fine with me. Even, I mean,
That's like
I don't even know if
that's
that's
like
really
saying
an opinion. That's just
that's
what it
like saying
is.
Tyson Fury is undisputed right now and he's not. He got one
Right,
belt.
right.
No, he don't. He got two.
Dog, do you
Well, no,
understand?
he got
No,
one.
he
He
only
got
has one. He doesn't have the
he
ring
has one
magazine.
belt.
Usyk does.
Oh, Usyk got the
Usyk
ring
got the
magazine now.
I keep trying to tell you
Exactly.
the
Since
linear is not a belt. It's a status. It's not a
But
belt.
you
trophy.
see,
Yeah.
Tyson Fury never lost any of those rings in the excuse me, never lost any of those belts in the ring. That doesn't mean he's undisputed, BBO.
no,
He's
I
just the
didn't say
number
he was
one
undisputed.
heavyweight in the world. He's just number one.
Exactly.
But we go to the next question, man. We ain't gonna get none of these questions, man. Messing with y'all. Go ahead, CDK.
Next question. Tio, Teofimo Lopez, get the Devin Haney fight, and who do y'all have winning? You want to start this all prize?
I mean,
Say that again?
Will Teofimo Lopez get the Devin Haney fight, and who do y'all have winning if it happens?
I think I think the fight. Pardon me. I think the fight gotta happen. Will he get it? That's a tough question. T.O. be talking his way out of fights, but as far as winning, I think Devin will smoke him in a good fight, I think I give Teofimo about 3, maybe 4 rounds tops. But I see Devin Haney just controlling him, beating him up. He looks a lot stronger at 140, a lot bigger, and I just think Devin Haney will smoke him. I don't think Teofimo. Uh, see, you don't know which Teofimo going to show up. We haven't had that real problem with Devin Haney. The same one keeps showing up, but the last version of Devin Haney looks a lot better
Salute
than
Bentley.
the last version of Devin Haney. Looks like he was real sharp, but I think Devin Haney would beat Teofimo up though. I really
Yeah.
do. I think he was smoking. Go ahead, Free.
Yeah, I would. It all depends on the lead up to the fight and how T.O. mental is. If T.O. mental is all the way intact and he's prepared for that fight, it's a 50-50 fight. T.O. has the tools to be able to beat Devin Haney. Devin Haney has the tools to beat Teofimo. But it all depends on T.O.'s head. If he goes in there thinking he's just going to walk through Devin Haney, he's going to lose, and he's going to lose badly. If he goes in there and he know that Devin Haney is the truth, then it's going to be a good fight, and it could go either way. Teofimo, he got skills. He got
Mm-hmm.
skills, and the man got decent power. So I'm not going to take nothing away from his boxing ability. He definitely can fight. He has mental issues, and he thinks he's the best thing in the sport of boxing when he's really not. He's a good fighter, but he's not the best thing in the sport of boxing.
I ain't mad at
So
that, Free.
it all
What you saying? That's a
depends on
50-50.
how his mental is leading up to that fight.
I ain't mad at
Right.
that, Free. When you say that's 50-50. I ain't mad at
Yeah.
that.
What was the question? Can you repeat it?
Yes, sir. I said with Lopez, get Devin Haney fight, and who do you have winning?
I do think it will happen eventually. I don't see any reason it can't or won't happen. You know, Devin Haney and Bob Arum and ESPN Top Rank, they have a good relationship. I think it could happen this year. I really don't see why it can't happen. Now, who do I have? I have Devin Haney winning. I just think he's a better boxer. He has the longer reach. But I'm not going to say that Tiafimo can't win. I think it's 50-50. He could knock out Devin Haney. And Devin Haney, I see him winning a decision. But that's a good matchup, man. I would like to see that happen. We've been waiting on that fight for what, like 2 years now? It's like since the pandemic. It's been a
Yeah.
lot of back and forth, been a lot of bad blood, a lot of name calling, a lot of slandering in the media. So it's time for the two of them to go in there and prove who's the better fighter, and just get all the talk, put it to rest.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
real quick
Let me
before you
well, let
go,
me go.
BBO. Real quick before you go,
Go ahead.
I will say I lean more towards Devin Haney because he's a more disciplined fighter. But it is a 50-50 fight.
I ain't mad at
Okay.
that, Free.
Yeah.
Um, if you want to hear from me, I want to read a couple comments real quick. My man Bentley said, "Good morning." He
Good
said, "In the
morning.
Wakandas." He said,
Where the hell he at?
"My
The
bad, my bad."
BVO is an upside down kind of dude.
Oh, my
Just
bad,
like
my bad, my bad. He said, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen." He said, "In the Wakandas." Salute to my man Bentley. He said, "Teal got the slight edge. Teal fought better opposition as battle is in battle to the end." He said, "Teal and Haney has to happen. I got Teal, but Haney earned my respect this year if he got it." We know for a fact that as much as I love Devin the American Dream, he doesn't have the nuts to fight a guy like Teofimo Lopez. And you say, why you say that, BBO? Because we seen him when Tio checked him live at the event, and he said, "You
What?
don't want to do it. You don't want to do it." And we all seen how terrified Devin was. And the thing that was
What?
so overwhelming was that Devin was so scared that Tio, he started giving that nervous energy, talking about nothing's going to happen. You're not going to do nothing. And he said that because he had a huge security guard behind him. Tio's just there with him and his father. And I guess, you know, we know how the Haneys are. I guess they were going to jump on poor Tio Sr. and Jr. I don't know what that was about, but when it comes to it, if that fight was to ever happen, of course, the Wakanda Knights would say, Devin Haney has a slight edge, but we all know for a fact that Tiafimo has the boxing ability, the ring IQ, and I think he has a great deal of respect for Devin Haney. Even though Devin Haney has been nothing but disrespectful to him, he's shown nothing but respect to Devin Haney. And whenever Teal respects somebody, he beats him to death. And one thing about Teofimo Lopez, I like, he has a desire to get his ass kicked. And when you got that desire to get your ass kicked, you're gonna take some tough fights. And I think, whether we want to believe it or not, I think he's going to do everything he can to make the fight with Devin Haney. And despite what anybody would say, I would say I would pick Teofimo Lopez by UD. But go ahead.
Real quick, BBO.
Yes, sir.
That was a blatant lie that you just told and said that Devin Haney was scared. And the only reason why he said what he said because he had a huge bodyguard behind him. I don't know what video you looked at because all the videos that you saw, that all you can see is Devin Haney and Teofimo. You
You
didn't
didn't
see
see that
no
big guy.
other.
You didn't see that big guy behind him in the white shirt.
I seen the security to the daggone fight, not no Devin Haney security, because unlike
I thought that was Devin Haney's security. I could be
no,
wrong.
it
I
was
thought that was
not.
Devin
It was
Haney's
not.
security.
It was the security for the fight. And
Okay.
unlike and only reason I know that is because I saw a different angle because Blue Blood was at that. He was at that interview. He was there. He was interviewing Devin Haney, and they showed a different angle. So no, there was not no Devin Haney was not there with no security guard. Matter of fact, you have never seen Devin Haney with security guard. You ain't never seen Devin Haney with no security guard.
I've seen Devin Haney with the Fruit of Islam a bunch, man. I don't know if you. I don't. Devin Haney's not running around by himself, bro.
Does anybody know how many more fights Teal has left on his top rank deal?
He got two
Yeah,
more.
he got the rest of his life.
He got
He got two more. He got two more.
Okay, well, I don't see any reason why T.O. wouldn't go to the zone for the fight with Devin Haney if he wants big money. Because Eddie Hearn, I don't know. He's a snake or a salesman. He just knows how to con the zone out of money. I think he could probably get them both $10 million a piece.
He ain't got to go to the zone to make the fight with Devin Haney. He can stay right there with Top Rank and make the fight with Devin Haney. They can fight for unification. They both got titles.
But will T.O. get the money he wants? I think they'll only pay him $5 million.
He ain't gonna get the money he wants if he go to the zone. They're not giving him no $20 million.
Right, I agree with that.
10 million. Come on, man, Free.
I don't
You
think
don't think they put $20 million for Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez?
Listen what I said. I didn't say that the fight wasn't worth $20 million. I said he's not getting $20 million.
He wanted $20 million.
Okay. I understand what you're saying. No, I don't think that he will get that. That's
$20 million.
Tio said he won $20 million to fight Devin Haney.
Yeah.
He said he
yeah, that's what he said.
Was he joking or was he serious?
No, he was dead serious. He started off with 5. The first time they had a talk, he said he wanted 5. Then that fight didn't happen. Then he came back. He said he wanted 10. Then the fight didn't happen. He fought Cambosos. Then he came back and said he wanted 20. The man don't want to fight him. He keeps
when he's never made $5 million. He's never even made $5 million to be demanding all that kind of money. Get out of here. That's what pisses me off with T.O. He can't fight.
I heard he said, "Send me the same deal y'all sent Tank Davis." That's what I heard, Free.
Yeah, they ain't sent no deal to Tank Davis. They ain't sent no deal to Tank Davis.
It was. He said he wants the same $20 million.
No, they offered Tank Davis $20 million. They ain't sent Tank Davis nothing.
No, they
both right.
Well, he said he wants the same goddamn thing.
No, he's not no Tank Davis. He's not worth $20 million.
Right. Period.
He's not Tank Davis. It's not worth $20 million. I think he priced himself out. I even heard his dad say he wants $20 million, and Bill Haney said don't pay him no attention. He's talking crazy, So Teofimo Lopez is me right now, the best 140 pound fighter out there until Devin Haney gets in the ring with him. That's what I'm gonna say.
His biggest payday was $2 million. That's his biggest payday.
Right.
2.
Right.
It's a lot of money.
Nah, he ain't getting all of that. Hey, how much
$2 million is $2 million is a lot of money to us. But when you say you made $2 million, now you want to fight for $20 million? No.
She tweaking. Hey, and that $2 million, Bob is getting a nice little piece of that. He getting like when he tried to run off with Triller when they
No.
did that
Do you
$6 million.
understand?
He
You
ain't
can
get
put.
that $6 million. They ain't
You
know
can.
what they was doing, and then the
You
tickets
can
wasn't
put.
moving. And then
No. You can put.
hold on, free. Then the tickets wasn't moving. And Tio, they pulled out, and then it went to the who was the second highest bidder? The zone,
Yeah.
right? Were they
Yeah.
3.2 million? And then Bob get like 600 racks. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Well,
So
I'll say this. I'll
No.
say
But
this, man.
the thing is, you can put Devin Haney's highest bag that he ever made fighting and Tio's highest bag, and it ain't $20 million.
right.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know if he
Yeah.
was joking. You know, Tio is a funny person. You know, he likes to joke around. You know, so I don't know if he was just playing around. I don't know. It don't. I don't think he would. I don't think he
No,
would
you
price
see,
himself
you
out
keep
because
thinking. You keep thinking. That's the problem. You don't get paid for thinking. You go with what is said. I don't read minds. I'm not saying what he's thinking. I'm saying what he said out of his mouth. This man asked for $20 million. That's what I'm going by. He ain't saying, "Oh, I was just joking. I don't want $20 million." No, he said, "I want $20 million." He hasn't changed. And then he turned around and he heard that they offered Tank Davis 20, and he said, "I want the same thing you offered Tank."
you
So
know
he
what's so
wasn't lying about $20 million. He
so you know
won
what's so
20.
funny. You know what's so funny about this, Free. I like how you guys just made it seem like Josh Taylor was nobody. I
What?
mean,
No,
nobody. Josh Taylor was a very, very sturdy junior welterweight. I felt like Josh Taylor was one of the best junior welterweights we've seen in a long time, and Tio dominated him. So
what
it's
that got
like,
to do with him getting $20 million?
no, what I'm saying, I'm just giving the people perspective. I'm giving the people perspective on the kind of stuff that happened. My man Bentley in the chat said it best. He said you can debate Tio was worthy of 20 million, but yeah, not happening. I don't think Tio gets 20 million. I think he just got to keep fighting, man, because just like Floyd, he gonna mess around and keep beating up people, and he gonna mess around and get a great fight. But go ahead, CDK. I know we got a few more questions,
No,
man.
Let the homie A1 get up here. He been waiting for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta understand that man. That man, he got paid more than Josh Taylor, and he said he only got $1 million. So if you
I
got
think it
paid
was
more than
1.5.
no, it wasn't 1 point anything. It was 1 million. That's
Well, I
what he
know.
said.
No, we looked it
I
up.
thought it was.
We looked it up. He got a
It was a
million.
milli. He got a
I
ticket.
mean,
That's it.
yeah.
He got a
Before
mill.
I move
How
on,
much did
yeah,
Josh get?
Seven hundred thousand.
Josh got 700,000.
yeah,
What?
kills it. Yeah.
Damn.
Hey,
They
before I
tore
move on to the
their ass
next
up.
question, Bob Earn is not. I do think that Teofimo Lopez is underpaid. Just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I think he deserves more than $1 million a fight. I think he's, you know what I'm saying? He's earned the right to get more money than that. He said one time he had trouble paying his rent because of Bob Earn. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no.
So I'm leave it at that,
He's
Actually,
man.
definitely
actually,
worth. He's definitely worth more than $1 million.
no, he's not.
I
No, he's
think he
not.
is. I think he is.
If
I
you
don't
can't,
like Teofimo Lopez, but the boxing needs bad guys and annoying ass people and delusional people like Teofimo Lopez.
no, the
Because
reason,
Teofimo Lopez can go in the ring. He actually can go in the ring and back it up if he shows
the,
up. So they need him, but I think he's well underpaid. He should at least be
no,
making
the
$2 million.
thing is, you can feel he's way underpaid all you want. The box office doesn't say he's underpaid. The box
Hey,
office
Free,
saying he's getting
I'm
exactly
just
what he's
saying,
supposed to be getting.
I'm saying that he's a three. I'm saying he's a three. In my book, he's a $3 million fighter. That's what I'm gonna
I
say.
think
That's
he's
just
at
my
No,
least
personal.
two.
but I'm just telling you, the box office is saying he is getting paid exactly what he's
Yeah,
supposed
well,
to be
Terrence
paid
Crawford wasn't
because
a
the
box
the
office
the the,
attraction,
the,
but he
the
was getting paid some nice checks because he was
but the
Right.
good.
thing is, and we heard what
But
Bob Earn
Terrence
said.
Crawford was on
Bob
pay per
Earn,
view though. He was selling out 20,000 seat arenas.
but you
Tiafimo is
heard
still
what
at the
Bob
small
Earn.
arena.
Hold up,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bob. You
but
heard
you're right, bro.
hold up. You heard what Bob Earn said. He said he lost money on Terrence Crawford. He ain't
yeah,
trying to
Yeah,
lose no more money. He ain't trying.
That's
yeah.
They
true.
not. They not in the business to lose money.
Tio doesn't deserve what he deserves though, bro.
No, but
Just because
that
somebody's
does.
losing money,
Des-
That does.
he
Come
deserves at
on.
least $2 million to
Now,
fight. 1.7.
okay,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna move on to the next question, y'all. But let me say this: Eddie Hearn did say that the fight that T.O. was in a small arena and the hot dog stand was still full. And you know what I'm saying? It only holds 3,900 people, but they didn't sell, but the food drank stuff it sell
Yeah,
out.
he was. No, I already know because I know people that went to that fight. It
Right,
holds like 4,000 people, and
Yeah.
right,
that ballroom was not filled.
yeah.
And like
And
you
there,
said,
Definitely
Josh
wasn't.
Taylor is a well known. He was the former undisputed champion at 140. He never lost in the ring. That man could not sell against Josh Taylor. So he is being paid exactly what he's supposed to be paid because these promotional companies are not in the business. Well, it's not even a promotional company because the network is the one that's giving up the money. The network is not in the business to lose money. That could be the reason why ESPN is not doing no more business with Top Rank because of all the money they lost on Bud
Yeah.
Crawford that Bob
I
Arm said he lost.
want to say
well,
this real quick. I think somebody that
Hold on,
beat
hold on, man. Let CDK
Lomachenko.
get to the next topic, man.
Yeah, I just want to say one more thing,
Hold on,
and
you good,
I
man. Let
know, but
CDK go to the next
I know,
topic.
but
Go ahead,
this
CDK.
is last. This is last. It's just like two
Go
more.
ahead, CDK.
It ain't even a whole bar. I think somebody that beat Lomachenko and uh Josh Taylor deserves more than $1 million to fight. That's just me.
all right. The next question up is Tank Davis still the face of boxing? Who want to start?
I would say yeah, I would say yes, but Abdul Wahid has shown you that he is the worst, absolutely worst king of boxing in boxing history. He's a lot like a Floyd Patterson. He's been moved very, very well. He doesn't. He's not like a Kid Galvin uh, uh, or Floyd Mayweather who will fight anybody. I mean, he's just a very good Floyd Patterson type fighter who has been moved very carefully. He hasn't fought anybody and doesn't plan to. So him and his trainers, I mean, they all those Wakanda guys that he got with him. These guys, man, they don't know what they're talking about, man. They make up stuff. They're delusional. The kid hasn't fought anybody, and he's almost 30 years old. So, I mean, he's a cancer. I can't wait to see someone finally get him out of boxing because he's just been nothing but a disappointment. I mean,
Damn.
I can't think of a fighter that's been worse for the sport of boxing. I mean, you can almost say, and this would be a little
You
hyperbolic
know,
to say
that's
this, but
BVO.
you can almost say that Tank Davis is the worst star in boxing history. He
Hell
doesn't care
no.
about the sport. He doesn't care about his fans. He's very mean and
I
nasty
can do
to his fans.
BVO.
Let me finish. He's very mean and nasty to his fans. He's just a really awful dude. And I really pray for the day when hopefully the two young lions and Devon American Dream or Tiafimo can get that guy out of here because he's awful for the sport, man. I really want him out of the sport. I will celebrate the day that we no longer have to hear Abdul Wahid. Go ahead.
Yeah. What I'm gonna say is this. The question was: Is Tank Davis is he still the face of boxing?
Yes.
Uh, I mean, yes. I guess you could say he's the face. Just based on the fact that when I hear people talk about boxing, particularly casual fans, they call Tank the champ. That's a title you usually heard for Canelo, or excuse me, not for Canelo, for Floyd, for Roy Jones, for mother, for Mike Tyson, for Ali. That's a title for guys that for somebody who's the guy, I guess. But I don't know. I agree with what BBO said. It's a shame that he's the face, that he's the most known star in boxing. But it just is what it is, man. Like I don't really have any expectations for Tank. I don't expect him to go after the big fights. He's gonna do what he does. He's gonna try to sell how whatever he could sell. He's gonna try. I don't care, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
awful.
gonna just leave Tank to what he does, man. I do not care.
Yeah, he's
Go
awful.
ahead, whoever wants to take
I
that.
would say he's definitely one of the faces. You can argue say he's one of the faces, but you know Canelo definitely is a face. Between them two, because Canelo getting 40 and 50 million a clip. So, but I can't not. I disagree with the homie Markey and BVO. I'm just ready to see Tank fight something different, man. That's all. I'll say it like that. He got some solid names on his resume. He's not a bum. He ain't even fighting all
Cap,
bums. I'm not gonna do that.
cap.
But I just want to see Javante. I'm a fan, and brother, I want to see you get in there and make shit shake, dog. Like you nice enough, dog. Tank got everything. He can box. He's got a really decent, underrated IQ. He can crack. I mean, the kids love him. You know, the 20-year-olds and 17-year-olds and 25-year-olds, they love Javante. So, but they don't know, like they not like us. We all of us is cut from different cloth, bro. We hardcore boxing fans, so we see through all the bullshit. So, but Tank, man, you got to get in there with somebody, bro. It's time, brother. You can do it. I think he can whoop anybody. I think they all can beat each other.
Yeah.
All three of them 35 pounders and up to 40, they can all beat each other.
Let me go. I mean, of course, Tank Davis is the face of boxing. That's all we hear. Who Tank Davis going to fight? Who Tank Davis going to fight? He's the most anticipated fighter that's they waiting on. He's the face of boxing. Every time you turn around, they trying to figure out who he's fighting. Is he fighting Pitbull? Is he fighting Frank? Is he fighting this guy? Is he fighting Shakur? Is he fighting Devin? Yes, he's the face of boxing because y'all anticipate him that much. And this is the exact reason why I say BVO is the most biased person on YouTube. He just said all of that about Tank Davis, but you didn't hear nothing about Jaime McGuire. He was trying to take up for Jaime, but Jaime hasn't fought anybody. That man got 43 fights. He hasn't fought nobody. But Tank Davis is the worst star in the sport of boxing, and even though he fought a 4-division champion, even though he beat Pedraga at 21 and became a champion for the first time. This man is a 5-time world champion, and you say this man hasn't done anything. But
How many different weights?
Jaime McGuire hasn't fought anybody that was close to a A-level fighter. But you don't say nothing about Jaime. Jaime, you try to make every excuse why Jaime deserves a fight with Canelo. That's why I say you are the most biased person in the sport in YouTube. That's why. And you just
Jaime,
proved my point with that statement that you made about Tank Davis. You just proved my point.
Well, let me
chime
say
in. Let me chime in on this right quick. Let me chime in real quick. Tank Davis is my favorite fighter, but he's 29 years old, finna be 30. He turned 30 yet, but he's at an age where he can't keep on playing these games. And like I said before, I don't think it's Tank. I think it's his team. Man, when somebody said Tank has everything, he do got everything. I think he can beat anybody, but his team is moving him like they won't take the kitty gloves off. But to say he ain't beat anybody, he beat Pedraza. He beat Santa Cruz. He beat Pitbull. Mario Barrios, man, he don't get credit for that, but man, dude is a good fighter. Tank ain't, you know what I'm saying? He's fought actual competition, but he make it look so easy, people don't want to give him credit for it. But everybody else get credit for beating these people. So I'm not gonna say he's the worst, you know what I'm saying, star in boxing history. I just don't like the way they moving him, and I think he's older than those other guys. While he's in his prime, he need to go ahead and fight Devin Haney and the Teofimo Lopez. He don't want to be 36, 37, and they coming in, they around 30, 31, trying to fight those guys. That's what I'm scared of, and that's what I think they're not going to catch him at his best. He's at his best right now. The time is now for Tank to do whatever he going to do. You know what I'm saying? We ready for it. Hardcore boxing fans, we ready to see it. And I got him against anybody. Go ahead.
Hey,
you know
CDK,
what's
you
so
was just
funny?
cooking.
It's so
You was
funny.
just cooking
Well,
right there,
let me
dog.
say this. I'll say this.
BVO, hold on,
No,
BVO.
let me say
You
this. Let me say this.
sound. I know, but before you say what you're saying, your audio, big bro.
Okay. Is this better?
Yeah.
So this is what I'll say. CDK, you my brother and I love you. D Free, you my brother and I love you, man. But you guys are not being truthful when you say this. Tank Davis, 29 years old. Tank Davis fought a Pedraza who was okay. He's okay. He's not a Hall of Famer. I mean, he fought Leo Santa Cruz. We give him credit for that. But other than Leo Santa Cruz, the man has not fought.
Barrios.
Um, at the end of the day, Tank is a cancer, man. Tank does not care about the sport. All he cares about is making his money, and that's it. And people like that, I don't know if y'all respect that.
Cap.
I don't like guys who want to use my favorite sport like it's a rag. You know, you can't just wipe your face from my favorite sport and say F the sport. So it's F. Tank Davis. Excuse me, Abdul Wahid, and I'm going to continue to beat the drum for Abdul Wahid because the man is terrible for the sport, and I will be the first guy to cheer when he's knocked out cold sleep. He's a terrible human being. We've seen what he does outside the ring, but I just can't wait for the day, whether it's Devin Haney, whether it's Teofimo Lopez, whether it's the Puerto Rican star Sugar Shakur. I want somebody to get this punk out of here. Get him out of here.
But you root for a PED
we
user and an alcoholic, though.
We did see him do. We did see what he did outside of the sport, outside of the ring. We saw that man buy his whole block back and rebuilt that whole block. We did see what he did outside the ring. We also know that Tank Davis hasn't been in trouble with the law in over 3 years. That's the stuff that you're talking about was 3 years ago. That like nobody makes a mistake. Last time I checked, everybody makes mistakes. Last time I checked, everybody make a mistake. But you saying this man is the worst human being and all this. Last time I checked, your favorite fighter was one of the ones that was caught cheating, not Tank Davis. Tank Davis didn't get caught cheating. One of your favorite fighters got caught cheating.
Alicia Bumgarner was cleared of all those charges. What are you talking
No,
about?
she wasn't. She wasn't cleared. They gave her they reinstated her, but she wasn't cleared. They reinstated her. She wasn't cleared. They didn't say, "Oh no, the test that you took was not found. It was not. You're not guilty." They didn't say that. They just reinstated her. The same way they reinstated Conor Ben. They didn't say the eggs that he ate was not. Was the reason why he tested positive. No, they just reinstated him. So she was not cleared. She just got reinstated. That's the difference.
BVO would down talk Tank Davis, but he loves a drug sheet and an alcoholic, somebody that be on camera that's acting a fool, and Canelo Alvarez, and that's a fact.
He said no. Hold on, matter of fact, I'm gonna have my man. Hey, Free, can you read that comment, please? That's on the screen.
Which one?
That's on the screen right now.
What, Bentley?
Yeah.
What he says? We anticipate Tank to fight for the top dog since he's good at his craft. Tank is likable from the get. Floyd showed the blueprint to cherry pick. Damn.
No. Can y'all tell me who Tank Davis is fighting?
We don't know.
Exactly. So how y'all gonna say he's cherry picking?
Is that official?
He's not fighting the top competition. You don't know who he's fighting.
I don't know if it's official, but if it does happen, they're gonna say once he beat Frank Martin, it was a cherry pick. I mean,
no, you can't say that.
Us hardcore fans know that's cap.
I know what it is. You know what it is. But what are they gonna say? The Tank haters. We know what they gonna say.
I don't see how anybody can hate Tank. You know what I mean? You gotta just, like I said, like he said, like Free said, the time is now. He's at his best now, and I think he knows that, and I think he understands that, and I think he will step it up this year. I think he will take big fights, and I think he's gonna do it.
I'm just sitting here trying to figure out how you judging it. This man he hasn't even announced who he's fighting. Now, if he announced somebody and he's not a top competition or he's not somebody good, then you could criticize him then.
Right.
But the man hasn't even made an announcement.
He ain't even got it right.
My whole thing is I'm just not
knockout by Munguia. Y'all ain't. BVO don't want to comment on that. He didn't even hit Ryder. Ryder didn't win. He went down. He didn't even hit him. It's all over the internet. But
that's a bold-faced lie. That's a bold-faced lie.
So you didn't see that video I sent your phone to your personal phone. You ain't see that video.
That was Photoshop.
Oh man, come on, man.
BVO, you got to cut it out, man. You got to cut it out.
BVO got an excuse every time we find something on his favorite fighters. I told you he's biased.
Munguia is a bum, bro. He ain't fought nobody, bro. And then he say, "Oh well, they all trying to push a Canelo fight. It's not going to happen because he doesn't want to do no business with Oscar De La Hoya anyway." So I don't even know why we bringing up Munguia. And I forgot that Canelo. I thought he said he didn't fight Mexicans. So why is he even entertaining? Why is Jaime Munguia name even be thrown around? He need to go on and fight David Morrell. That's what he need to go do. He need to go on down there and fight David Morrell. Get in there with David Benavidez. Get in there with one of them King Davis. Get in there with one of them.
He should fight.
He don't fight Mexicans. He don't fight Mexicans.
Hey, he's not gonna And one of them guys, you can believe that.
Right.
You ain't got about it. We'll never get one
Seen
of
a
them
man.
fights.
Well, I've never seen a fighter, and I've been watching boxing for a long time. I've never seen a fighter with that many fights that ain't never fought nobody. Like he really ain't fought nobody, bro.
You know
And then they
something I
want to try
gotta
to pipe
say.
up John Ryder, man. Oh, yeah, Canelo didn't knock him out, but well, style make fights, and that fight with John Ryder was in there for a paycheck. That man, Munguia hit air and he went down. If Munguia swinging in his air and he miss you in his air come behind you and knock you down, then he really can crack.
I gotta say this,
Yourself,
and I
man. Get
hope Free
out of
don't
here,
mind me
man.
sharing this, but Free said something that I usually would disagree with, but I gotta agree with. What was that you said, Free, about Canelo Alvarez?
Canelo Alvarez only fought one guy at 168 pounds.
No,
That's
about that thing
crazy.
you said about Morrell that you told me on the phone.
What I say about Morrell?
No, not Morrell. I mean, sorry, Benavidez.
I said David Benavidez needs to fight Canelo next. If he doesn't fight Canelo
Wow.
next, he needs to fight David Morrell.
Right. I
I
agree.
just seen that Mungia Ryder knockout. Yeah, that was rigged.
Okay, see,
That's
thank you.
clearly a
But
rigged
but
fight.
but nobody want to talk about it. They want to sweep that under the rug so they can try to promote all Mexican on Cinco de Mayo or something where
The
Jamal
zone
Charlo's up
even cut
next
it
month,
out of the
September.
highlights.
Yeah,
Right.
they
You
did.
got to go find it. You have to go find it. It's on the
Hold
internet.
on,
It's once it's
ain't that the same thing happened with Anyway? We didn't see the punch land cleanly, but the guy fell.
Nah, but when he fell, you could see it in his eyes and his body. He was out. If he tried to stand up, he would have fell down, or the referee would have stopped it.
he's a disgrace.
Like,
You know, and Jaime Mugia is a
and you
disgrace.
could see it when the guy got hit. Like, there was just
Hit
no
him.
punch. There was no impact. There was nothing, BVO.
He didn't hit him. He didn't
Yeah,
hit him. He didn't hit him.
I
He
just
didn't.
Ryder
He didn't
just
touch
fell
him.
down. It was crazy,
And BBO,
BVO.
and I know BBO. I know that he saw that video because I personally sent it to him. I know that he saw it. I know for a fact.
that
I know
video
for
was
a fact
jaded
that BBO seen that video. He didn't even respond to me.
because it was a false video. But
So what you do, BBO? You erased it.
no, I didn't erase it. I seen it. It just looked kind of photoshopped. I mean,
It wasn't Photoshop. I watched the fight
Send
like
it
you
to me,
watched it.
prize fighter.
It wasn't
All
Photoshop.
right, I'll forward it to you.
But it wasn't Photoshop. But what people were saying was he landed a punch. It was like a what you call it, where you're saying it's like
family punch.
a delayed reaction. Like he caught him, and then before when he was getting ready to throw the other, that's what they try to say, how they try to clean it up. It was, you know what I'm saying. So, but I'm gonna say this right here. Ham McGee been fighting limousine and taxi cab drivers his whole.
Oh my God! Come on, Lord, don't say that. Come on.
That man been fighting DoorDash drivers
And before you start BBO with this, don't come on, man. Name 5 people he fought. Let me hear him.
John
Give me,
Ryder,
give me 5.
Sergey Derevchenko.
Okay,
Um,
it get hard after that, don't it? Right. You know what
and
I'm
he
I
saying?
give
did,
you,
and
I
he
give,
went, and he almost he was in a war with Derevchenko when Maul smoked him.
yeah, he was
A
So
on.
war.
Well,
He
yeah,
was in a
well,
war.
it was. Hey, but just to comment on my brother D Free said earlier, he said he thinks that Canelo is scared to death of David Benavidez. I don't know. I'll just say this. I hope that Canelo drops the belts, man, because it's like Pimp C said, you embarrassing us with these fights, man.
He is scared.
PBC, he ain't dropping no belts. PBC need because I don't think Prime. I don't think this is what we all think. I think that Prime is going to be real strict on what's going to go down. You know what I'm saying? I think they got that one car with Rolly and who's in the main event? Who's on the main event on that one? Damn. Who on the main
Who is
event, Free?
rolling Pitbull and
Yeah, and then who's the main event
I
on
think the
that?
main event is Tim Zoo
Right.
Keith
Yeah.
Thurman at
And
155.
Keith Thurman, right. So I don't know what that's not really good to pitch that out the first time on Prime for me.
It's
I don't know what Al and PBC is doing with that, but I guess because Javante must have told them, look, I need a little bit more time than, March, what was it, 29th or 30th or whatever it was.
March
So
30th.
yeah, so I think PBC, come on now, get it together because I'll cook y'all. You know what I'm
I
saying?
just can't understand why they would put Keith Soft Body Thurman on the pay-per-view, you know what I'm saying, as the main event.
Right.
They
You know,
always
He's
I
talk
don't,
fought 2
about it.
years.
They always want
I
CDK.
think the whole angle is to put Keith Thurman and Rolly Romero in the same promotion,
Yeah.
and just like
Oh my
just let that
God.
be the build up.
That
That's
would
a
be
I
crazy,
really
but
think that's an angle.
that would be crazy.
That would be great.
You have Keith Thurman. He's
We got
gonna
any
talk his
questions, man?
ass off. People are
Questions for
gonna
CDK or we
expect
all
him to
done?
get beat to death, so people are gonna show up. Rolly, you already know him, and people are gonna expect Pitbull to savage him.
I hope
It should
Rolly
just be a
knocks
good
him out,
event.
man. I hate Pitbull Cruz. I hate him more than Rolly. I
I
hope
hate
Rolly
Pitbull
knocks him
too, but
out.
I hate
I hope he
Rolly,
knocks him.
so
I do
it
too.
just works
I
Everyone,
either
do
which
too,
way.
Buggy. I do
he
too,
said
Buggy.
anyway
the thing
broke him
about
down
Rolly,
fast and made him give up. We got any more questions, CDK, or that was it?
now that was all the questions, but I'm gonna say this, right? Because I'm tell y'all now, I gotta be up for work in the morning. I got a job to tend to. Listen, I'm gonna
All
say this right
good.
here, man. I'm gonna say this. Pitbull might be tailor made for Rolly, and the reason I say that is because of his fighting style. Rolly got power, man. Rolly just got the land, son. Pitbull gonna come straight forward. He gonna be in his
Mm-hmm.
chest. Rolly gonna get opportunity to land some big shots, and
See, and that's the problem. That's the problem right there. Because neither one of those guys fight well on their back foot. So if
right.
Rolly is going to be the one on the back foot,
He
he's going to
cooks.
lose. He's going to
Yeah,
lose.
you're right. You're right. Yeah, he got what I say. He
Nah,
got the
but
stamina.
I think Rolly he's gonna use his tactics on the inside, dirty boxing. He's gonna throw Pitbull, headbutt him, elbow that
Hold on.
nigga.
You think Pitbull ain't?
It's
You
gonna
think
be a
Pitbull ain't?
tactical.
No, that's what
It,
Pitbull is made from. Why do you think he got the name Pitbull? He's a dirty fighter.
He
That's
it's
should
where he
gonna
be.
be
got
a
the name
dog
from.
fight, Free. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a close quarter,
I would
clinch warfare.
I wouldn't be surprised if Pitbull dropped Rolly. I won't be surprised. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
I
I
Rolly's
agree
gonna
won't be
with
get
you
beat
too,
like
surprised.
a
Free.
drum.
I
No, I
agree with
won't
you,
be
Free.
surprised because
It's gonna be
Free, you
awesome.
said
Pitbull is
Rolly was
no.
all. I mean, you said Pitbull was awful, man.
Wait,
That ain't
what?
got that. You act like I'm giving Rolly high praise. Rolly ain't no special fighter. Rolly,
He
you
not.
got to remember not
He's
not
special
only
needs. I
not
take that back.
only not only is Rolly not a very good fighter. Y'all gotta
Terrible
remember.
fighter.
Y'all gotta remember. Rolly just fired bullets, so he's working with a new trainer.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did
That
fire
man is
bullets.
not going to be ready for this fight. He's
he
not.
not.
He got a lot of
And
power
plus,
though.
No,
I'm gonna be honest
He
with
fired Bullet Cromwell. He said
Pitbull
Bullet
comes
said that he
in
got
with
too big for him.
Pitbull
you.
comes
BVO,
in with his head down. He comes in with his head down and his high guard. You're not
yeah,
going to be
he
able to
do.
get a clean shot on his face. You might be able
Hey,
to get him to the body, maybe, but you're not going to be able to get a clean shot like that.
I don't like
Now
Bruh,
Bullet,
Rolly,
nigga. Man, I can't
I
man,
can
stand that
already
nigga.
see
Hey,
it
bro,
in
I
five,
want to say
10
this. I want to
years.
say this
Rolly
because
gonna look musty and
keep cooking.
dusty at these fights.
We're
He
gonna
gonna look
keep
like a
cooking,
bum.
man. But I want to send a shout out to my man CDK for coming through. I know my man got to get out
Yeah.
of here, man. But salute to
Shout
my
out
brother
CDK.
CDK. I
Peace,
appreciate
man,
you
CDK.
asking questions today, man.
happy, man. God bless y'all. Y'all have a good man.
You too.
I mean, all right, CDK. I mean, this fight can go either way, but
Yeah, it really can.
I wouldn't be surprised if
Salute, Bruce.
Rolly lose. I
Nah,
wouldn't be
definitely. I
surprised.
won't be
You
surprised. I
think
just
Rolly
want
would
Rolly.
lose? He got a lot of power. What you think
I
about
don't
this?
think Rolly can
X?
beat
What
him.
you think, X?
You said what?
What you think about Rolly? Rolly got a lot of power, man. I don't see him losing the Pitbull Cruz. He got a lot of.
I hope he don't lose to Pitbull Cruz, but it could go either way. I think he got a better chance on the back foot than Eastside Cruz do. Eastside Cruz don't got nothing but coming forward, bro. I don't know. It's a wild card fight. It's a wild card fight.
Yeah, I mean, just because you got power don't mean that you're gonna win. We saw Ryan Garcia. All he had was power and fast hands. We saw where he ended up at. That man was on his knees. He bent the knee. So I
He
don't
was
care
down on
about
bending knees, like
right.
boys and
I don't
men. You
care
know what I
about.
mean?
He got power. You can have all the power in your world. We saw daggone Anthony Joshua with power, and we saw that Andy Luis put him down 4 times.
Yeah, that was brutal.
But Andy Ruiz had power.
Yeah, he do. Pitbull got
He
power
can
too.
crack. Yeah, Pitbull can crack a little bit, but he's moving up
Yeah.
in weight. I
Pitbull
think it
gonna
might
beat
be a
the
little.
hell out
I
of
think it
Rolly.
might be. I think it might be a little tough for Rolly, for real, because he's so damn small too, and Rolly gonna be big. So Tank had problems with him at the beginning because of that height. So when he get in there with Rolly, Rolly gonna be, man, he's gonna be at a super
I could already
side
see
of
it,
his
man.
head.
Rolly don't move his head.
Yeah, he keep
It's
his
gonna
shit
be
on
a
a straight
big
line.
overhand right
Yeah, he
or a
keep it
left
on a
hook.
straight line, man. But I hope Rolly knock him out. I would love to see Rolly just knock his stupid ass looking at. I hate that dude, bro. He got one. His biggest notable thing is a loss. I hate when they do that. When they take a fighter
To
and
an
make him like
injured
he's something
fighter.
because he lost. He got beat up with a guy with one hand, dog. Beat up by a guy with one hand, and then they pipe this dude up like, oh, he this, oh, he that, he this and that. Man, he
He
ain't
showed
shit,
some
man.
good
I would
defense in
Rolly
there with
knock his
Tank, though.
ass out.
He showed some good
Oh,
defense.
man, he ain't show me shit, man.
Because
He been beat before, bro.
Tank was throwing some real hard shots, man, and dude was
He had
like
one
blocking his
hand.
face and all that.
He had one hand after the 6th round, BVO.
I
He
know
beat him
that.
up.
I thought Tank won easy. I'm just saying you got to give him credit for his defense in that fight. Because Tank was trying to get him out of there.
I don't like that little nigga, man. For real, man, I can't
Just
stand
blocking
him, bro.
shots with his forehead.
He a stupid ass looking bull, man. I hope Rolly knock him out in like 3 or 4 rounds. I hope Rolly destroys him, bro. I really don't like him, man. I really don't, bro. I cannot stand that bull, man.
Golly. I mean, the man is just trying to feed his family.
I don't
What do
care
he do
about
to
his family. I
y'all?
don't care. I don't care about his family.
Marky, I know you ain't talking, bro. All the hate
I,
you got.
I, I actually hope Pitbull knock Rolly out.
You do?
No, I'm
I
just saying.
don't like
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I'm
I
the
hope.
same.
Shout out to Bruce Gas in the chat too. Bruce always
Yeah,
tapping
yeah.
in.
We're going on Bruce, guys. I actually hope Pitbull knocks Rolly out because Rolly acts like he acts like a low budget version of Tio. That man act like he's the best thing in the sport of boxing. I'm like, Rolly, you're not that damn good, yo. You're not that good. Like Rolly really thinks he's better than everybody.
You're not that guy.
Ain't he a 2 division champion though, Free?
That Pitbull
No, he's a
cool, man.
one division champion. He was
Nah,
never a
Rolly
champion
doesn't
at
think he's better than
135.
everybody.
I thought he had an interim belt at
No,
135.
he had an interim belt. No, you said you're not giving. You said you wasn't giving Tank Davis credit for the regular WBC. WBA. How you gonna give Rolly credit for an interim belt?
Oh no, I was asking. I didn't know if that was the real
Contradiction,
belt or not.
contradiction, contradiction.
Salute to Reese in the chat. But yeah, man, Rolly, I hope Rolly knock him out. I really do. I don't like Pitbull Cruz, man. Nobody. I'm always gonna root against him, man. I don't care, bro.
What I will say is, I mean, if you get knocked out by Tank Davis or you lose to Tank Davis, you become an instant star. You see, Rolly, Ryan,
Yep.
Dagon Barrios. We see Pitbull Cruz. They all them niggas became instant stars. You get beat by Tank Davis, you become an instant star.
Yo, Free.
That's a good point.
I mean,
I can't argue with that, but I see
everything.
what you're saying.
I mean, like they used to say, everything I touch is gold. Everything Tank touched is a star. Everything he
I
touches
mean,
is a
I ain't
star.
gonna say Rolly is a star though. He's just a name.
Well,
I just
he's
really
not
want.
he's
He a
not a
bum
star,
ass.
but he get put in position to fight for a title.
I would say
All
Rolly's popular.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
say that he's popular. They know who Rolly is. A lot of kids know who Rolly is because he's a goofy, and and a lot of kids want to see him get his ass knocked out, like me. So, shout out to them.
I don't know why you want to see him get knocked out. I like Rolly, man. I think he's great for the sport.
Rolly
And
need to go join wrestling.
hey, but let me ask you guys: did you guys hear about Regis Prograde going to MMA full time?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I seen
heard
that.
about that.
Yes.
That was crazy.
I mean, if he
So,
wants to, the man is
yeah,
35 years old. He probably not going
So
to
he
get
don't got
another.
no business going into a whole other combat sport at that age for me. Like, who does he think
Yeah,
he
but
is? He just got his
he
ass
probably
whooped by somebody that BVO swear that can't punch. So what, you gonna go in there with no gloves on and get his ass knocked out? I don't want to see that.
maybe, but see, MMA is a little bit different. It's more of a street fight, so he might
Well,
have
Regis gonna be
success
on the
there.
ground wrestling. He
Regis
gonna be
actually has
wrestling.
a. I think he actually has a purple belt in jiu-jitsu or black
Yeah,
belt, if I'm not mistaken. This has
yeah,
been something he's been thinking about for a while.
yeah. So
Yeah,
Man,
he's
I
been
mean,
training.
yeah, he might. I mean,
all
he
right.
might have
Shout out
success
to
there because
Regis.
So yeah, this is
I hope he wins. I'm rooting for him. I'll watch it. I like Regis. I think he's a good.
and I don't think they're
I think
gonna
he's good.
start big. I think they're gonna start in a regional promotion first.
Yeah, he ain't gonna get in there with nobody that know what they really
no, he
doing. You
gonna
know
do.
what I'm saying?
They're gonna do him the same way they did Carissa Shields. They're gonna put him on the PFL, and he gonna fight as a starter. Because you can't just come into the UFC. You gotta work your way up to the UFC. So they're gonna put him in the PFL, and he's gonna have to work his way up if he plan on doing something big in MMA.
You gotta have a massive name to come jump right into the UFC like Free said. Dana ain't let me come up in there like how they boxing, how MMA people invade boxing. You ain't coming up in the UFC invading. You better be Tank, Floyd, Manny. You gotta have a name named Canelo. You gotta be like one of them to jump straight to, like Free said, to the UFC. Because you can't just pull up and you gotta work your way to that. You can't just pull up on them like the way they pull up on us. And that's why y'all, and a lot of y'all that's rooting against Joshua, y'all, something wrong with y'all. Y'all might as well go watch, what's it called? UFC, MMA. Go over there, buy their pay-per-views, and don't come back over here. For y'all people that's rooting against Joshua, I don't really like Joshua that much, but I ain't rooting against him for no UFC, boy. Come over here, and all they have to take is one of them to whoop, like one of them big names, and it's downhill from there, bro. Downhill from there. And then boxing is not in a really good place with that list that damn, I forgot who dropped that list of the top 10 most popular North American sports. Boxing wasn't nowhere to be found. It wasn't even 12 or 13. So I don't need them UFC boys coming over here. I hope Joshua destroys that big bull. What's his name? And God knows he knocks his ass out too.
I can't believe we heard BBO with so many contradiction statements tonight.
You heard contradictory statements from me?
Duh, you was taking up behind me all earlier today, and then soon we get on Tank. Oh, he hasn't fought nobody. He's the worst star in the sport of boxing. Like, God damn, where was all this at? This man Jaime McGreer, this man 43-0 and ducked Jamal Charlo twice. This man was the mandatory to Jamal Charlo twice and turned down that fight 2 times. You get Tank Davis. Tank Davis became a champion and he fought his mandatories. He never ducked his mandatory. And this man is the worst thing in the sport of boxing.
I'm
Jaime
just
McGill, 49-0 with you only can name 2 people out of almost 50. That's a shame. He ain't good.
But I'll say this. I'll give my final thoughts on this because we got going on tomorrow. We got the Marky Dan, the Prize of Marky Dan show. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna give my thoughts to say this. Salute to my brother D Free, salute to my guys, Boxing Historian, Marky Dan, and of course my brother Prize. But the thing I tell my man, the Puerto Rican Prince, is even I can admit that Canelo can do better, but Canelo has never been as bad as Tank Davis on his worst day. And I'll leave it at that.
I mean, you can leave it at that. Like I said, I'm not judging Tank Davis for what Floyd and Leonard Ellaby did. We all know that's what everybody wanted Tank Davis to leave Floyd and Leonard Ellaby. He left them, and this man he hasn't named who he's fighting next, and we already criticized. Well, y'all are already criticizing him, and that man hasn't even. And I'm not speaking for y'all personally. I'm just saying y'all as a
The
general
fans.
statement.
The fans.
But y'all already criticizing this man. He hasn't named who he's fighting next yet. That's what I'm like,
crazy.
dog. Let the man name who he's fighting before y'all criticize him, because he might say, "Hey, I'm fighting Devin Haney next," and y'all gonna be like, "Oh shit, Tank Davis fighting Devin Haney." Well, what happened to all those apologies that y'all owe that man from saying this man wasn't fighting nobody? What happened to all of
Right.
those? So that's what I'm like, man. Let the man make his judgment. I mean, make his choice, and then we can criticize him or praise him. I'm not doing neither one because he hasn't said who he's fighting. So I'm just not going to hold what Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather did against him, because you can't say you want Tank Davis to leave Floyd and Leonard Ellerbe because they're not moving right, but then you blame everything that Floyd and Leonard Ellerbe did, you blame it on Tank Davis. You can't have it both ways. Either it's Floyd and Leonard Ellerbe's fault or it's Tank Davis' fault.
Yeah. I think I agree 100% with Free. How y'all gonna sit up here and criticize him? And he ain't even announced, he ain't said nothing about fighting nobody. You know what I mean? I know y'all want to get on him about, oh, I'm gonna smoke some rocks. I heard he said something, he tweeted and deleted something about some rocks, and then y'all took that and ran with that. Oh yeah, he's smoking rocks. We're like, come on, y'all. Like, where y'all from, bro? Where y'all grew up at? Like, y'all need to cut it. We ain't even see the man. The man didn't say who he's fighting next. Let's wait and see.
Let's be honest. If he
Yeah.
does fight somebody that we don't think he need to be in the ring with, is somebody that's not nowhere near his level, by all means, criticize him. I'm gonna be one of the first ones that's gonna criticize him. I'm gonna be one of the first ones, because he ain't my favorite fighter. I don't have a favorite fighter. Like I said, my favorite fighter retired years ago. It was Roy Jones and Sugar Ray Leonard. Those are the only two favorite fighters I ever had, and they retired years ago. So I'm not babysitting nobody, but I'm not gonna criticize them, and I don't even know who the man fighting.
I don't think I have a favorite fighter in this comment either. My guy retired a long time ago. Floyd, Roy, Sweepy. I got like a list of like 5 or 6. You know, Tony,
My
Hopper.
favorite fighter is the Dewey.
You know what I'm saying?
Your favorite fighter is a monster. Monster anyway.
That's cool.
That's who Monkey Dan favorite fighter is. Monster anyway.
I ain't mad at that.
Nope.
You know, I know he get criticized too, because people want to see him fight over here in America more.
Yeah, he ain't fought nobody.
I mean, I give him credit for Stephen Fulton. I give him
he
credit
ain't fight nobody. He fought more people than Jaime did.
Yep.
Damn.
Behind me, man.
In 1 year, he fought more people than Jaime did in his whole
Man,
career.
Bassa move up and knock the fuck out of Jaime. The fuck out of here. That nigga Jaime trash.
I want to see somebody knock him out. I want Pitbull Cruz knocked out. I
Hold on, y'all ain't see him knock out John Ryder?
Man, why y'all keep bringing John Ryder up?
Man, John Ryder took a dive. You know what that was. They set up the Canelo fight.
They can't. He don't fight Mexicans. He's going to fight Jamal Charlo, and they said Terrence Crawford. And I hope one of them whoop his ass.
No, that ain't gonna happen. He can forget that.
Canelo's known for taking a fight when the person is coming off mental problems in a worst performance. He's never fought nobody coming off their peak, like something like Floyd did. As soon as somebody win, he fought Ricky Hatton. You know, he fought all the people that they said. Then they said he ain't fight nobody. Or if he fought everybody and they declined. Oh, Sugar Shane was old. No, he wasn't. Sugar Shane, he was a little aged, but the fight before that, he just destroyed Margarito, and people act like that shit never happened. So that was his best performance of his career. You could argue that De La Hoya was good. That was a close fight. But that destruction what Mosley did to Margarito, and then Floyd fought chained in the next fight. So Canelo fight people coming off their worst performance. He duck and move. He hide. Then he come out the woodwork, and then he sneaks in and he steals. And I don't see what y'all see in him. He ain't all that to me. He okay. You want to call him an A fighter? Fine. He's a B fighter to me. As soon as you put somebody in there that know how to move around and shit, he get his ass whipped every time. So I ain't jacking Canelo like that. I ain't jacking Canelo, man.
Yeah. I used to mess with Canelo, but
I did too.
I see him for what it is. He doesn't want to fight Benavidez, and
Started with
he's at
Triple
the
G.
stage of his career where he's trying to get as much money as he can and get out.
When he
But
was
at the same
ducking,
time, can't wait. Hold on. At the same time,
BVO.
y'all can't criticize Canelo for ducking Benavidez and then not criticize Terrence Crawford for doing the same fucking thing to Boots. That's hypocritical.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he is at
Y'all can't do
welterweight.
that. Y'all can't have it both ways.
Hey, look, and if Terrence go and fight and beat Boots, he'd be 3-time
Now,
undisputed, right?
what I will say is, at least Terrence Crawford did drop the belt though. Well,
Yep.
they stripped
Yeah.
him, but he
That's
dropped the belt.
true. That is true. That's true.
He ain't holding up
Canelo. I
the
mean,
division.
nobody is bad-dating him. That shit is crazy to me.
Terrence Crawford is not holding up the welterweight division. Like Free said, he dropped the belt. You know, we would love to see him fight Jerron Ennis. I think there's greater things. Bud looking past Jerron. He looking at, Jerron ain't got it for him right now. Although it's a good fight, but again, Terrence ain't thinking about no Boots Ennis. But at least he dropped the belt and he ain't holding up the division. You
That's a
know what I'm
good
saying?
point, G. I
And if
didn't
he
think
do,
about that.
and if he does go and beat him up, if he does go and whoop Jerron, he'll be 3 times undisputed in 2 weight divisions, bro. That's good too, bro. So, but Terrence don't got no reason. People want to say, "Oh, fight Boots, fight Boots." The most of them fans just are Earl fans that hate Terrence. He don't have no fight. He doesn't have to fight Jerron in it. He doesn't. Because who's to say he's gonna campaign at 47 in his next fight? We don't know. You know what I mean? He's talking about moving up to super middleweight. So
Yeah, that's the reason why I wasn't mad when they stripped him from the belt because he said he wasn't fighting Boots. So you telling the sanctioning body that you're not fighting him, they like, hey, we're trying to make some money off this goddamn belt. You're fighting at 54. You're gonna fight Earl at 54. We don't get paid from that. We don't get no money out of that fight because the belt is not on the line. So they don't get paid for that. So they like, hell no, we trying to make some money off our belt. So I didn't have a problem with them stripping him because he flat out and said, no, I'm not fighting him. He said it's a high risk, no reward.
yeah, and that's the truth.
Nah, but that.
It is what it is. Go ahead, Marcus.
I was just gonna say, I don't think it was a money thing, D Free. I think that's just the IBF. That's their policy. They strip
Yeah,
pretty quickly if you don't fight their mandatory.
yeah, no. I mean, I agree with that, but I'm saying the reason that they went ahead and stripped him is because he told him that he wasn't going to fight. Because if he would have said, "Look, I got this rematch with Earl, let me get my rematch out the way, and then I'll fight him," he would have still had the belt. But he
I
told him,
believe
"No,
that.
I'm not fighting him."
He has zero interest in
That's
Jerron
true.
Ennis, and he has every right to. And I know the Earl fans, and I'm an Earl fan, and I know y'all gonna jump down, just rain down on Terrence Crawford because y'all just want him to lose so bad, but he's not. He gonna have to do some crazy shit like move up to super middleweight to lose. There's no interest in Jerron, and there's not a lot of money in that fight for real, for real. Only us, and what I mean by us is this hardcore fans. We know about Jerron, and it's the casuals don't know who Boots is. Philly know who Boots is. The tri-state around this area, we know who Boots is because he's a hometown guy. But there's no money in that fight for Jerron going there and whoop him. What they gonna say? He's supposed to do that. You know what I mean? There's no point of taking that fight. I understand that it's a business, and Terrence Crawford's at an age where he got to move a certain way now. Now he's the number one in the world. He got to move a certain way now. He wants to take the big fights, but he don't want to take the. He will fight now. If Jerron Ennis was like they were saying everybody in the world knew him, and he was the pound for pound number one, and he got 3 belts. Terrence Crawford will absolutely fight him, but it's none of that shit on the line, dog. So what's the point? Bud want to do something like great, you know what I'm saying? And fighting Boots Ennis is not being great to me.
No, it's not even about being great.
Nah.
He's already considered one of the greats of this era by him being 2-division undisputed champion. He's already considered one of the greats of this era. He's at the point where he's saying he only got 2 fights left. Earl Spence, and he's trying to fight Canelo. So he's looking for a cash out. He's like, look, I'm not fighting nobody unless the money is right. So if they're not giving him no big money for Jerron Ennis, there's no point in him fighting him.
Fighting Boots would be being great. That's a young, dangerous fighter. Moving up to fight Canelo is exactly what Free says it is. It's just a cash grab on Bud's way out.
But he
It's
could
just
beat
him
him
trying
though.
to maximize his wealth, which
He
I
could
don't
beat
blame him.
Canelo. He could beat him. Is
I mean,
Floyd
possibly
Mayweather
can.
bigger than? Is Floyd Mayweather bigger than Terrence Crawford? I would say no.
Far as
Far as like his upper body, is his
No,
back
no.
width
Well, I
wider?
mean, Floyd.
Is he wider?
I,
Floyd's a natural small guy, you know.
yeah, I
Terrence
mean,
looks.
well, they about the
Floyd
almost
walked
the
around
same
at
height.
147.
When
They
Terrence
they
fought Earl,
they
man,
they're
Terrence
almost the
looked.
same.
Terrence was
Yeah,
big in
they
there. Was
almost
it just me?
they almost the same height. Like Bud is like 5'9" and Floyd is 5'8". Floyd probably he don't walk around at 147.
Nah.
He probably walks around at like
150,
150 something, maybe
yeah.
close to 160.
Yeah.
But he's not a real
super
big
disciplined.
guy. Yeah, he ain't no real big guy. But
I think Terrence is bigger.
I think Terrence
I think
might
he's
be a little
wider.
bit bigger than.
Yeah, you know, like when Terrence and Crawford and Earl Spence fought, I was shocked at how big Terrence Crawford was, and I was like, "Damn, Bud, boy, he filled out that 147, boy." You know, and I think if he go up there to 68, which he probably walk around at 160 like Floyd, because Bud is disciplined and he's year-round guy. I think making 168 will be no problem for him. He'll probably come in there a little light under the 68, and I think he would go in there and smoke Canelo. He won't knock him out.
I don't know.
Man.
I don't know if he's smoking Canelo. I don't know.
Canelo. He smokes Canelo.
I don't know. Hey, all I'm gonna say is
Terrence Crawford will whip his ass.
Terrence Crawford get hit with something big. Yeah. Canelo ain't gonna get no praise for beating Terrence Crawford. I'm gonna tell you that. The same way they ain't give him no praise for beating Jamel.
I give him praise for it.
No, I mean certain ones, but I'm saying the general.
Yeah, I know
public.
the fans.
Yeah, the general public.
He don't deserve none either.
I think he deserves credit.
Listen to what I'm saying though. Listen to what I'm saying. They didn't give him no praise in beating Jamel. What they said was Jamel didn't come to fight. That was the excuse. Look, it was Canelo that made him not come to fight.
Yeah.
Canelo was the reason why Jamel didn't come to fight.
He definitely was intimidated. It's not like Charlo was so much.
Nah, it was just a size difference. Like nothing Jamel did really affected Canelo. Nothing he did.
And I think the same thing is going to happen if Bud fight Canelo. I don't think nothing Bud can do will affect Canelo.
No, it won't. But I think Bud will put some leather on his ass. And when you look around, you be in round 10, 11, and Canelo is too late. That's what happened in there. I ain't saying Bud going to go in there and knock him out. When I say Bud smoke him, I say Bud can win like 9-3, 8-4. I think he can beat him like that. I think he can, bro. Floyd did it, and Bud is real calculated. Bud is his IQ. He's not like Floyd. He's not Floyd. He don't move like Floyd. His defense not like Floyd, but he is respectable. You know what
I don't know.
And he can crack.
Yeah, I think Bud has the athletic tools to really box with Canelo. I think he could win a close decision. I don't know. I just really feel that way. Where he could just jab and grab with Canelo and have that kind of
they about the same
pop and grab game plan.
What you missing, Prize, is Floyd fought Canelo at 154, not 168.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Canelo is much bigger at 168. He's gonna be 168 at weigh-in. He's probably gonna come in like 190 fight night.
That's gonna be savage. I think Bud whoop his ass, bro.
No, that Canelo
to me personally,
when he come in on fight night.
Free, to be honest, I really don't want to see that fight. I don't think it's necessary. I think Canelo needs to focus. Yeah, I think he needs to focus on the super middleweight. And go ahead. I'm not mad at fighting Charlo. You want to fight Jamal? Okay, cool. The next fight need to be against David Benavidez. It doesn't need to. We don't need to be talking about a welterweight. We need to be talking about another super middleweight. And the bad part about it is, Canelo, the fans want to see it. Your fans want to see it. Your fans.
What I will say is, I don't knock Bud for wanting that fight if that's his last fight.
Not at
Now,
all.
if you plan on fighting after that, hell no. Because who you gonna fight next? You gonna fight David Benavidez or David Morrell? I
He
think he
disciplined enough to go back down to 54 or 60.
he better because he has no chance against David Morrell.
Now
Now
or
he might
Benavidez.
he
No, he's
might.
not staying at 68. No.
That's what I'm saying. So
No,
if
he
that's his
can't
last
campaign at
fight,
68.
if that's his last fight, then by all means go ahead and do it. But see, the thing is, if he say he's gonna continue fighting, and say he beat Canelo Alvarez, and he said I'm gonna continue fighting, but I'm gonna drop these belts and go back down. Now you playing with that daggone weight. You went up. That's the same way Roy Jones got knocked out.
Yeah.
He went up and it came back down.
Yep. At a late
You
age.
can't play with that weight like that.
No, I wouldn't go back down to welterweight if I was him. If he did that, I would campaign between 54 and 60. I still think that he's just so disciplined and he's such a super athlete that he can make that happen. For one time. It's a one shot deal. You go in there, you smoke them,
Well,
and
what's
then you go
Buzz
back.
walk around like?
I think he walks around at no more than 60.
Hell no.
We think he walk around more?
Yeah.
I disagree.
I mean, he probably come into the fight like around 165.
See, everybody think that these people walk around because they say, oh, they're always in the gym, they're a gym rat, they stay in shape. You can be in shape and be over and be much heavier than what you normally fight.
Yeah.
But I think he's such a gym rat that he.
I give you a perfect example. I met Keith Thurman. He came out here to DC.
He's known to blow up though.
During the summer. Keith Thurman was like I'm 195. Keith Thurman had to be every bit 180. I'm looking at it, I'm like, how the fuck are you making 147? Because we and him talking, and I asked him, I'm like, dog, how are you making 147? Dog.
But
when
Keith Thurman is
this
known
man,
to blow
man,
up though, Free. Keith
no,
Thurman
but listen
is known
what I'm
not
saying,
to be
though.
a gym rat.
Keith Thurman was not fat. He was all muscle. Like, this man was cut up like a bag of dope. But the nigga had to be every bit of 170.
I don't think Terrence walk around like that. I think
you talking about against Barrios?
After that, when Barrios fought Ugas, because I saw him right after the fight. He came out here to D.C. And I saw him right after that. Because he told me, he said, man, they wanted me to fight Ugas. He said, I would have killed Ugas. He said, you saw what I did to Barrios. I would have killed Ugas if I'd have got in there with Ugas.
Well,
but that's Keith. I mean, Keith would have said that no matter how he looked.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. But what I'm saying is, it was that time that I seen him. This man was like 180, but he was all muscle. Yeah, it wasn't.
I guess what he's saying.
But Keith Thurman is known to blow up. Terrence Crawford, you've never seen him out of shape. You've never seen him like, damn, Bud looks like he eating good down there in Omaha. You've never seen that. Every time you see him, he looks like he looks on fight night.
Well, let me ask y'all this real quick. What do you guys think about Krishan Rock getting a tattoo of Blueface on her cheek?
I mean, she's a bird.
I don't give a fuck. She is a stupid person. I hope that she is forgotten.
I was telling my wife about that.
Yeah.
I was telling my wife about that because she was like, "This is the guy that Offset had cheated on Cardi B with." And I mean Cardi B. I said Cardi B. Cardi B. And I was like, that's Blueface ex-girl or girl, whatever, because they
baby
go back
mama.
and forth.
Yeah, I'm not shocked one bit. This was all just a scheme by the both of them. They were just creating content.
Right, and you know what?
And using her pregnancy and a child in the process, which is just
Krishan Rock probably has a good shot. She looked like one of them crazy girls, and them kind of girls be having a good shots. And I think they both are. I think that she likes what Blue does to her, and Blue likes what Krishan does, and she looks like one of them ones. And it just makes like the homie Marky said, they just making content, bro. So they on Fuse. What's it called? Zeus or Fuse? Zeus. Okay, so they on that doing that.
And Instagram and all that other stuff.
She went and got the tattoo on her face. She's clearly something's wrong with her, but them crazy ones got the good shot.
Nah, but something been wrong with her. She has the emotional maturity of a teenager. Like she would snap at the littlest shit.
Before Blueface, she was all right though, but she was like
No,
in
she
her
was not.
50s. She was just
Nah,
doing
bro,
them little
she was
Ninja Warrior.
fighting all the
Yeah,
fucking time.
I'm talking about before that. She was on the internet before them fights and before that Love and Hip Hop shit. She was on the internet
Man,
doing
that
them
girl
little
is from
super.
Baltimore.
She was doing them super ninja challenges, and she seemed like when they interview her, she seemed normal. But yeah, when she got on the TV, you know, I ain't saying she ain't never been through nothing in her personal life. She like you said, she's from Baltimore, so you know. But for the most part, when she first came out, she wasn't like that. She wasn't ratchet like that. Not like she is now.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. She's a drunk and a weed head. That's what she
Yep.
is. That's what.
And he keep her drunk.
Well, I'm a drunk and I'm a weed head, but I can fully function. I smoke weed every day.
You ain't no damn drunk to where every time we see you, your ass look like you inebriated.
Right.
Like,
Now that,
Nah,
if I
he
do
keep
get
her drunk.
I'm gonna tell you like this. She is what BVO say Jamal Charlo is. He said every time we see Jamal Charlo, he look like he's drunk. No,
he
she
does,
look like she's drunk every time you see her.
And she
That's
drinks
what she look
Hennessy.
like.
That's the crazy
And she
part.
talk like she's drunk.
She still drinks Hennessy, you know, and I don't care about her smoking weed. You know, it's legal in California. It's legal out here in Jersey, but I don't really care about the
I mean, I
weed.
care about it. And she around that little baby.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't smoke around my children, but I smoke now. But I don't care about the weed, but the alcohol, you can't be running
We're
around
not talking
here.
about you smoke cake too, right?
No, I go to the
Hell,
dispensary. I go to the dispensary and order
Whoa.
the menu. I don't know about
Oh,
no
okay.
K2. I go to
I'm
the
gonna tell you like
dispensary and I get a menu like you at a diner, and I see some. You know what I like? I like the indica because it makes me chill. The sativa make my heart beat like it's gonna jump out there. So it's this strand called natural gas that works for me. Natural gas. Shout out to them.
hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. Keep it 100. Nobody need to be smoking that goddamn K2. That K2,
Yeah, I don't do that.
I didn't see. They don't try. It's imitation weed, and
Yeah.
I see people out here in DC like the homeless
Stuff.
people. They go out here and get it because they sell it at the gas stations. They go out here and get it, and I see like they literally be standing up, but they
look
be
like heroin
asleep.
addicts. They look like heroin addicts.
Yes.
I
They
never
look like
tried it. I never tried it. Me personally, I don't intend to try it ever.
nah.
I don't want to be that high
Stay
where I'm
away from that,
standing up.
dog.
Yeah, I seen them because it's the same thing. Like where you at in Philly out here, same thing. They be stuck like they be standing there. You can bend all the way over without falling over on that shit. But you be like you know back in the day you know in gym class they be like you stretching out, touch your toes. You know what I'm saying? They be doing that shit and not falling over. You know what I'm saying? I don't have like I said. I go to the dispensary. I don't buy street weed.
They say that's the shit they smoke in jail.
Yeah,
They say like
I
they
go to the
dip the shit in
dispensary.
like for formaldehyde
You can't
and
even buy no.
sherm sometimes.
You can't even buy no weed from your average weed man no more because they be spraying shit. They be doing too much. So I just go to the dispensary where it's going to cost you a little bit, but you know you're going to be okay. You're getting what you buy.
Yeah.
Well, if they tell you if they say it's some purple haze, that's what it is. If they tell you it's some natural gas, that's what it is. If they tell you this, the THC levels, that's what it is. And when you go in there, if you ain't never been, it's like a bank. You know what I mean? They got the vote like a bank.
I think somebody said Shushu versus Shakur. They're not even in the same weight class. Shushu fight at 126.
Yeah,
I
Shushu
don't want to see that fight.
says he wants to fight Inui in the future. Shakur is not his goal.
Yeah, no, Shushu
big.
at 126.
Yeah, he too big.
That's 2 weight classes below. He ain't at 135.
Yeah, Shakur's too big for it. I mean, I guess they could fight, you know, but
now Shushu's a hell of a fighter, but
yeah.
No, do y'all understand? Do y'all understand that what's his name? What is the guy name? BF just did a joint the other day, Friday on him. I'm trying to think of his name. His name slipped my mind that quick.
Spanish
Raymond
Ball?
No, not Raymond Maritano. It's another one of these prospects that's under top rank. He
Well, where
fighting
did he
with
fight at?
Keyshawn?
no, not Keyshawn.
Well, where did he
What
fight
is
at?
yeah, what weight? What is it? Is it brother? Is it
What weight
Spanish
class?
boy?
I'm trying to think of what weight class he is. I think it might be. God, his name is on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of who it is. But
Is he a brother? Is he Spanish?
yeah,
Is he black?
he a black dude. He a black dude. But what I was gonna say about him is,
Abdullah?
this
That
guy,
Tiger guy, that Tiger, what's his name?
Tiger Johnson. That's his name.
Yeah,
Tiger
yeah.
Johnson.
Okay, yeah, 3 year. I
Tiger
like
Johnson.
that kid. I like that kid.
So do you realize Tiger Johnson hasn't fought anybody with a losing record?
Yeah.
His whole
I didn't know that.
He only got 10 fights. None of them had a losing record.
Yeah, I like that kid, Tiger.
I mean, shoot.
I like that kid there.
Go ahead, Joe Joyce.
Real promising. He's real promising, man.
No, I mean you could go look at Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis fought people that had losing records. Keyshawn Davis got 10 fights as well. He fought people that had losing records. Tiger Johnson has never fought anybody with a losing record.
Yeah, that kid looks like he about to do something, but I think they're moving him wrong. No, they're not moving him wrong, but I don't think they promote him right. I'll say that. A lot of more people should know about that guy. I figured you were talking about him when it wasn't Keyshawn or Abdullah. I knew you was talking about that. Ty. I couldn't get his last name, but I knew his first name. But the kid,
Tiger Johnson. Tiger Johnson.
Yeah, I like the kid. I like the kid. He's another one I'm rooting for. I can't.
Now I didn't know that because I never paid attention to his resume because he was a prospect. He only got 10 fights, so I never paid attention to his resume. But then BFTV was talking about all of the fighters that Top Rank has on their roster that they could make a super card. Like BF went through the whole Top Rank card, the Top Rank stable from heavyweight all the way down. Dog, do you realize Top Rank has at least 2 fighters from heavyweight all the way down in every division?
I did not know that. Nope.
At least 2 fighters that's undefeated.
They got 3 at heavyweight. They got Jabalov, Jared, and they got Richard Torres.
Shout out to the homie
in every division. At least 2.
Shout out to the homie BFTV.
And BF came up with the concept that Top Rank can make a card. Somebody old got to go.
You know what I like? You know what I miss?
Card for nothing but undefeated fighters.
You know what I wish BFTV?
Bro, I sent BVO the gold medal match the other day. I want to see that rematch between Jabalov and Richard Torres. That shit was a slugfest in the Olympics.
Yeah, that was.
So I wouldn't mind seeing that card, D3. That's a great idea.
Well, that is a good fight. That is. You know what I wish?
That ain't mine, dude. That's BF. That ain't mine. That's BF.
I wish BF do some more of them damn sanctioning body videos. I don't know if nobody was up on that shit back in the day when BF.
Oh, he still do it. It all depends. Like right now, people been talking about Devin Haney and putting Devin Haney down. So he's been on this shit. And stuff.
I need BFTV. BF. I just typed it in his chat. Hey, BFTV. I need them sanctioning body videos. Them shit used to get me through work back some couple years ago. Them shits was some of the funniest shit that I've ever heard on YouTube, dog. BF will start breaking that shit down, and that shit be right too, bro. But it's comedy with it, and he don't be trying to be funny. I don't think he's trying to be funny. I think this is how he is. That makes great content. He just makes some funny ass stuff. That's a funny bull, man. Shout out BF, BFTV. That nigga crazy.
But because I never even paid attention when he went through Top Rank whole stable, I was like, damn, they got at least 2 undefeated fighters in every division from heavyweight all the way down.
That's
at
crazy.
Least 2 undefeated fighters.
Well, you know they're the best matchmakers, though. You know, Top Rank.
He was like, man, they could do a whole card full of undefeated fighters versus undefeated fighters, and the name of the card is somebody old got to go.
That's some shit from the 80s, 70s, but
Saudi Arabia got that money.
That sounds like some shit they do an untelevised card for big time prospects, but they're not gonna make something like that happen today.
Just think about it. If you look at 135, they got like 4 or 5 guys at 135. They got Abdullah Mason. They got Raymond Maritalo. They got Keyshawn Davis. They got Shakur Stevenson. And I think they got somebody else at 135. That's just 135. At 140, they got
T.O.
T.O. not
and
undefeated.
they got
T.O. not
Taylor.
undefeated. T.O. not undefeated. I'm talking about undefeated fighters. These are all undefeated fighters I'm talking about. Like the way BF did it, it was all undefeated fighters from their stable.
I saw
in
that.
Every division.
I think I saw that.
He did it on Friday. He did it last Friday.
Yeah.
It's all undefeated fighters. I was like, God damn, I didn't even pay attention to that shit. But I was sitting there looking. I'm like, yeah, because at 54 they got Troy Isley and they got daggone my Puerto Rican dude Xander. That's at 54. Both of them niggas are undefeated. They both on the top rank. At 47.
Well, where they gonna go though? Like, what they gonna do though when that ESPN thing run out? Where they going to the zone?
Like I said, right now I know Prime is trying to get them on Prime TV. I mean Amazon Prime. They're trying to get them on there. I heard something about the Zone was trying to get them over there, and I don't know if Netflix ever reached out to them or not. I haven't heard anything about Netflix, but I know about Prime and I know about the Zone. I hope
they find a home, man. I know a lot of people don't like Top Rank, but they need a home because
they might end up going to Prime. Prime got more money than the Zone.
There'd be channels out there that rooting for PBC downfall. Don't y'all know that like messes up the sport? Why do y'all want to see a promotional company sink? Like, I don't like Top Rank. I don't like the way Bob do things, but damn it, I need Top Rank to be afloat because it's the sport I love. I don't need Top Rank going under with all them fighters nowhere. Nobody got no platform to fight on. You know what I'm saying? So y'all be weird, man. Some of y'all is weird, bro.
Hey, Top Rank might end up being under PBC because Bob Erm is they thinking about selling them because Bob Erm is going to step down soon, and his son-in-law, I think it's his son-in-law that runs it with him. His son-in-law don't want to do it. So they were saying,
Bob, you need to go ahead and reach out to me. Have your people call my people. Let me take over Top Rank, man. I had them niggas fighting everybody.
Hell, I mean, shit. If I had the money, trust and believe, I would definitely try to get a part of that.
Top Rank, what Bob want? 400 mil? What do he want? He probably want close to $1 billion, half a billion.
No, I don't know. I don't know what he wants for.
Bob
himself,
Cowboys.
Bob Erm himself is worth 300. Is worth 300 million. So I don't know what Top Rank is worth, but Bob is worth 300 million.
Bob got that bread. He been getting bread since before I was born.
Yeah, they are parting ways. They are parting ways at the end of this year. This is Top Rank's last year on their contract, and ESPN is not re-signing them. So yeah, this is their last year.
ESPN doing all kind of cuts anyway. It's just a matter of time before there is no ESPN.
ESPN might end up being bought by Amazon Prime.
Yeah. ESPN, they're on there. You know, there's nothing good on. There's a bunch of junk on ESPN except for highlights. Other than that, First Take is trash.
The only thing I watch ESPN for is basketball, and football.
Yeah.
Whenever football comes,
I'm talking about their programming. Like, forget about the sports. I'm talking about their shows.
I don't even watch them shows no more.
Exactly, me neither. All of them shows is trash. I did watch First Take because I do rock with Unc. I had to check him out and see how him and Stephen A was going to be. You know, but other than that, it's the same old, same old. They're going to be biased. They're going to sweep things under the rug, and I just can't get down with them no more. I wish they just go ahead and all of them just go their own separate ways. I don't need ESPN lessons like Free said, sports, basketball,
once I realized how biased they was and the way they was talking bad about Deontay Wilder, that's what made me stop watching them. I was like, damn, y'all putting this man down. This is the only heavyweight American champion we got. Y'all making this man seem like he ain't nobody.
They
Man, this
rather
man
have
started
a
fighting at
white European
19 years
fighter.
old. That man started fighting at 19 years old. Went to the Olympics, got a bronze medal, became a WBC champion, defended it 10 times. Y'all act like this man is nothing. I
If
was like,
Deontay Wilder's name was Tommy Morrison, he'd be on top of the world right now.
Is he what?
If he was named Tommy Morrison.
Yeah, like if Tommy Morrison was good as like hitting shit like Wilder back in the day. You know,
God, he had the career.
No, not really. Tommy Morrison was supposed to be the great white hype. I mean, great white hope. He was supposed to be the great white hope because they was building Tommy Morrison to fight Mike Tyson. That's what they was building.
No, but what he's saying is if Tommy Morrison became the WBC heavyweight champion,
did everything
knocked
that Wilder
out 40
did
dudes in a row, and
19
defended the title 10 times, like he would be a superstar.
Oh, if he would have did it, yeah, he would have been.
Yeah.
If Tommy Morrison would have did the things that Deontay
Yeah, absolutely. White America would have risen up for him. He would have been the new Rocky Marciano.
It ain't even got to be Tommy Morrison. You could have named any white heavyweight.
Well, that
fighter.
was just the first one that clicked in my mind, so I just went with Tommy Morrison. Most people know who him from Rocky, so I went with Tommy Morrison. If he did the things that Wilder did, dog, man, they still be talking about him right now.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if Tommy Morrison would have did what Wilder did and defended the title 10 times,
that's
like
what
Muhammad
I said.
Ali,
that's what I just said.
No, listen what I'm saying. If he would have did what Wilder did, they would have said Tommy Morrison was better than Muhammad Ali. That's what they would have said.
And I'm so glad, and I was so happy when all my friends thought, because we were young, and they thought I was crazy because they were casual fans, and I was the hardcore fan at a young age, and they thought I was crazy, and I was so happy when Merciless Ray Mercer, for me, had the greatest knockout of all time, the way he got Tommy. He got Tommy rope. After that, hey, look, you know what my favorite part was that whole sequence? I know those right hands back to back was vicious. That body shot. If you go back and watch that sequence, that body shot opened Tommy up, and then Merciless Ray went to work. And I was told all my friends, they were like, "Oh my God!" Everybody screaming at my crib. My crib was the fight crib. We young. We watching this. I'm like, I told y'all he can't beat no Merciless Ray Mercer. I said, that guy. This shit ain't Rocky.
I have never in my life seen somebody get beat all the way to the mat. That man got beat all the way down.
That shit was like fight night, yo.
Ray Mercer, like, you're not getting back up. I'm gonna make sure you don't get back up.
And
he
Tommy
beat
was
that
putting
man
some shit
all
on
the way
Ray
down.
Tommy was putting some shit on Ray. But then after that, he got clipped, and then he never recovered. And that last knockout was, like I said, that's my favorite. I don't say it's the best knockout of all time.
Yeah, man, it was crazy.
It's prize fighter's personal favorite. That Merciless Ray Mercer destroying that White Hope, because I knew that he wasn't shit anyway. I just liked him from Rocky.
My favorite fight from the 90s is hands down Tyson versus Holyfield.
That was good.
Hands down.
That first one was a good one.
Because just like the unexpected nature of it, everybody's saying Holyfield would last 2 rounds and then he come back and beat the man. I mean, what can you say about that shit?
That was a good
After
fight.
the nigga had heart problems and stuff.
The second fight, Mike was in on his shit, but Holyfield kept leading with his head, so Mike snapped. You know what I mean? But another good fight in the 90s was Riddick Bowe and Holyfield. That first fight was a good one, boy. That was a good one.
Absolutely, that's one of my favorite fights ever.
That's a good one, man. Yeah, but you're right though. They did build Tommy Morrison to fight Mike. Mike was gonna kill that boy. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't, but I knew he wouldn't beat Ray Mercer. I knew he wouldn't beat Ray Mercer. I knew it. I said, yo, Ray Mercer, he not gonna let this bull.
Who would want to see that fight?
Ray Mercer put that nigga on the ropes and destroy him, bro. I'm finna go watch that shit before I go to bed.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna head out, man. It's good talking to you, Pride. BVO, be free. Salute to the whole team. TWT. Peace.
Yeah. Shout out to homie BVO. Shout out to my man Free. You can catch me and Marky Dan. We be on about 9:30 tomorrow. We're gonna get up here and talk our shit. And shout out to my big bro BVO for letting us cook.